Jimmy Jabs.
Good afternoon and welcome to tonight's episode of Eat, Crit and Survive, where a bunch of guys gather responsibly in different locations to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh.
Yes, we are coming to you from various locations across Northampton and Bedfordshire
Bless you, my child.
because Dom is in quarantine and Connor's in space.
What about you said Northampton and Bedfordshire?
Northampton and Bedfordshire.
And then there was like, yeah, Connor's in space.
And Connor's in space.
Space at county.
I'm in Buckinghamshire.
I mean, I think technically American has claimed it.
I was waiting for you to say that.
I mean, I know you're in Buckinghamshire, but...
Or
you say you're in Milton Keynes.
I'm in the Milton Keynes ceremonial county. It's one or
Which
the other.
is basically they just...
a borough.
Yeah, they've done what the invaders into the Pilgrims did in the States. They just went, oh, this land, yeah, it's ours.
So what you're
Not
saying?
owned by other
Carve
people.
this bit out.
So what you're saying is Milton Keynes invaded Buckinghamshire.
Yes.
No, they were a parasite. They were a host that grew out from...
But now that you
One
know,
round
they will send a goon squad to you to kill you. So
Yeah, that's the thing. You got a roundabout. You got 4 exits. They just spin off each way, and then there's another roundabout, and then just keep going like that until eventually they hit the M1, and it just acts as a natural barrier. Anyway,
What, to keep them in?
yeah. It's a relief it hasn't got as far as Norfolk.
It's a shame that most of them then get on the train and go to London these days.
Well, there is that. Anyway, hi everyone. Hope you're enjoying yourselves in this weird, awful time of it. That everyone's safe and well, and we're still going. A couple of things to talk about. First of all, hi, thanks for coming along. Our previous episodes are on Eat, Crit, Survive on our YouTube page. So you
Are
can
they all
go.
on there?
Sorry.
Are they all on there?
Well, all our recorded ones, but what is coming soon is the audio from the previous ones are going to be put up there as videos. Because why not?
oh, the broken ones.
Sorry?
Was this the ones which broke a bit?
No, well, apart from that one doesn't. There's unfortunately episode 63, I think it is lost forever. But no, this is all of our episodes 1 through to 48
Gotcha.
that we did as podcast only. And then Dan left, and Connor left.
I was like, Connor was so distraught with this idea.
He's been thrown into the sun, but his chair's still here. So we're going to be doing that over the next few weeks or so. We're also going to be supporting our friends of the show, Game Tea, in their Kickstarter that is coming up, where they are doing their Coins of Fate. More information on that to come soon. But check out their Twitter feed at GameTee, GameETEE, and or their website, gametea.com. Have a look.
Sorry, guys, I've got to go for a minute.
Okay.
Are those coins like heads I win, tails you lose type thing?
No, they are rather beautiful little coins of fate that you can introduce into your D&D game in some way or another. And the coins will have certain abilities that, if your DM allows, we'll bring them in. And if I get them, I'm allowing them. So we will see how this goes. You guys have already had a dabble with the Raven Queen, so let's see. But beyond that, support your friendly local game shops. One of ours in Northampton and Milton Keynes is doing game deliveries for free. Walk into Workshop and give them drop a message on Facebook, and they will bring games to your door-ish. Well, nearby. They'll leave them near your door, and then you can go and pick them up.
Depending on where you live.
Depending on where you live.
Or what you live in.
You can get some good, fun stuff. I've picked up a few things in the last few weeks because I haven't had to spend money on petrol, so I've just bought board games.
Good.
Sorry for that.
That's all right.
Fast.
Yeah,
Sorry?
That was fast.
It was. That was our friend Mark from another local game shop.
Ah.
Hey.
You're dropping off some games.
Home delivery.
Very nice.
Very impressive.
What have you had delivered?
Some Magic the Gathering singles.
Very nice.
Hot Magic the Gathering singles in your area.
So yes, and check out for the various content creators on Twitter and Facebook and wherever these people gather to see some of their wares, because they're not going to conventions this year. So it's nice to give them some support if you are able. And then in general, if there are any charities that you wish to support for this weird crisis that is going on, then by all means, if you're able to, please do so. Just do that. Yeah. But until then, we are going to continue playing D&D at a reasonable distance from each other. Even matter somewhat distance enough from each other. I can't kick him from here, which is sad. Yet. Gives me time. But
Lock up on things to throw.
yeah, that's true. The problem is the only things
Tell him that.
I've got at the moment are dice, and the problem is he's sitting on my chair, and there's a wall behind him. I don't know how much my wall.
Sorry, just to interrupt. I just realised that the real reason why Tom had to leave all of a sudden was he was making a power move to get to the bottom of the display again.
I didn't actually leave. I only turned off my video feed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's enough to drop you to the bottom.
They all say.
So
Well,
power
that's great.
move to rush to the bottom.
Yeah.
So what's great is that on my screen, I don't know if there's anyone else, but Connor is in the centre.
Oh,
So we've got we're all around the world.
And Connor is not.
Connor is not there. He's there, but listening, I suspect.
I say he walked away with his headphones on.
And then then I heard him go, "Eh,
I assume he can still hear us.
I don't know."
He might have muted his headset.
Connor's never muted his headset.
No, I know. He's never muted it and then started asking questions.
You know, maybe he's got his organisation schedule wrong.
Maybe he's thinking it's Thursday.
Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, so with that, we will.
Or it's contact completely.
We were insulting him too much. In which case, we
I
will.
just wanted to get to the bottom when he comes back.
In which case, we will begin. So where we last left off, you guys were travelling through the elemental plane of fire, looking for Orion, the Fiola, their sister, and trying to stop him from spreading his message of shit's going to happen soon. Learn stuff. You arrived in the city of Brass, got almost immediately arrested, and led by the guards to the barracks, whereupon you got attacked by them and defended yourselves. And it got a lot worse for you. But you did free some slaves and brought them with you, and you made your way to the Broken Links. After much faffing around on how you're going to get there and breaking the manacles that are around their necks, in case they could be tracked.
Sorry.
Having broken their chains and gotten to the Broken Links, you then continued on to see if you can meet their master, a fire giant, who is intent on breaking the slavery that exists within the Fire Elemental plane. However, when you got there, you murdered him because he turned out to be.
We didn't just murder him.
He turned out to be the Scorch Lord, one of the powerful visionaries of the Cult of the Void that you have been pursuing for a number of weeks. Having defeated him, there was a vast explosion, and inside his body transformed into a gem. Most of you are in big trouble, and that is where we picked up, with you leaving the room that he was in, as things start tumbling down around you. So, as you exit the room,
We have the gem.
you do have the gem. It is in Anna's backpack. Yep. Leaving the room, you burst through the double doors, and there is a corridor which stretches to the left and to the right. To your left, there is a series of barrels standing just beside the door that you are at, which further along there are some smaller doors deeper into the caverns, which could be for the slaves. And to your right, there are a set of stairs after about maybe 100 feet or so to your right. Stairs going up, giant-sized, with a smaller run next to them to allow for slaves to get that way too. What are you doing?
Head for the stairs.
The stairs. You dash to the right.
Yeah,
the corridor-
Founding is taking the lead, I'll say.
Yeah. This corridor is easily wide enough for you all to get through as a single wave. It's about 60 foot wide. Yes, Tom.
I'm going to cast haste on Fee.
Okay, you cast haste on Fee. Because otherwise,
Member of the party.
yeah, because Kafina's only going at 25 feet.
We lost our slowest member.
Or 50. Now it's going at 100, which means now the slowest is Cedric and Keltar.
I was going to say, just in case it comes up, I will cast freedom of movement on myself.
Okay. You keep rushing with the sort of fragmented remains of Jumbo behind you.
I will cast run on myself.
Okay, you cast Run on yourself. That is a 5th level spell.
Fine. I have. Actually, I don't think I have.
You are rushing with Anna and Asher following on behind you as tanks, just in case anything comes up from behind.
Just to be clear, just to be clear, as well as casting haste on Fee, I am running too, and I can bonus action run, so that helps.
Yes, but as you're rushing, there is cracks forming in the walls and the foundations of this building, because it's the most important part of the building. And these cracks are getting wider and splitting. You can see that in the ceiling, once they meet at the top, there are chunks which are falling behind you. You get to the stairs, and it is easily about 30 feet high in the changing gradient, and a lot of steps to run up. It's going to take a minute for you to run up there.
Okay.
You keep rushing as the stairs, part of them start crumbling away to your left. Fortunately, because you're on the far right as you are running up these stairs. You just hear them cracking and pulling away. Kalatar, you sort of almost stumble as a piece of rock cracks away on one of the stairs, and then Asher behind you just grabs you, pushes you in the arse, and just shoves you back up. You keep rushing. You get to the top of the stairs, and there's another great long corridor, another 60 foot wide, at least 200 feet long, even going beyond your distance. There is a set of doors to your left and to your right along the passageway. Maybe about 100 feet to your left is a set, and then 120, 200 feet to your right.
Who's at the front?
Family.
Make the call. Oh, he's gone. He's frozen.
Dom, you there?
Is this like a horror movie where we're like one of those crap new ones where we're all online and we're getting picked off one by one?
It's going to come back to live, and we're not going to see him. But then he's like, corpse is just going to drop down in front.
Oh, come on, back
maybe it's a reverse horror movie where people are returning, but Connor's been replaced.
We're gonna have Dan's going to turn up at some point.
All we need is a African American family sitting in one camera just screaming, "No, don't do that!"
Lyra has the best sense of direction.
Sorry, Jared.
Lyra has the best sense of direction, doesn't she? She's usually the tracker in that. Would she have any idea which direction is possibly the best way to go?
I don't know, because Lyra had that thought.
Not really, because Lyra doesn't know any of the geography around here.
Yeah, fair.
You guys don't have no idea where you are.
There's no relatives.
Second in the marching order.
Probably Lyra.
Okay, let's go right.
Let's go on the right. Okay, as you go running forward, the doors on the left suddenly swing open with a loud bang. Two giants, fire giants, lumber through, their blades, great swords drawn, looking around. They see you rushing towards them. Behind them is a smaller figure, humanoid, with her black flowing robes behind her, the red room seeming almost insignificant in the heat of this plane. She brings a staff forward and she points it at you in recognition. Well, well. Who would have thought you'd come to us and cause so much trouble? Shea Roywin smiles at you wickedly.
That bitch.
I'm going to enjoy this. Oh, fuck, I'm sure the Scorch Lord won't mind if I take care of you. Everyone roll initiative. Dom, you've got 2 images of yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out if I can...
Yeah, my internet drops out. So I sort of have to
image.
leave and come back in.
I'm going to try something, Dom.
Oh, goody.
This will work.
I mean, I still work.
Yeah, I've tried to kick him. Or kick that one.
Okay. I don't know. It doesn't really matter at the moment. It's frozen in space and time.
No, that's Connor.
He's lost in space and time. It's a different thing.
Ooh.
It's weird only having to roll 1 initiative.
I know, right?
Luke?
Rolling
Yes.
2 or 4.
How long is it since I cast haste?
It's probably just about to work. You maybe got a round left.
Shit.
That's fine. I appreciate the haste, but my main plan was to actually jump on Asher, which is, or Cedric, my usual mounts. for lack of a better word.
I mean, I literally could have shapeshifted and been a mount for you.
Yeah. I mean, fancy or not, I don't care. I just want to jump on someone bigger that can carry me without noticing and run at the same speed. So don't worry, guys. Next level, you're going to see Fee fly. So there you go.
Is there any way we can drop that?
The combat cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could, whilst I'm doing this, you can't see it.
Even highlighting the video, that's difficult to see.
Yeah, if you could.
That's a hot battle mount.
What, straight line?
Yep. Sizzling hot.
Oh, we are in the plane of fire.
That,
Too low.
I like how the camera just kind of like decided to zoom in on the bag. It's like, check out these bad guys.
Well, no, Matt's adjusting it. I can't zoom in, so we're going to have to make do with that.
go!
I'll just put rings around people.
It's good now.
Wherever they are. Oh, my colours.
That's always fun because I have to reposition all of our faces for the recording.
So we got there is Kafina, Asher and Anna at the back. There is Asher.
I was near the back.
You were near the back. There-ish. Yeah, that's everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's everyone. And we'll do Lyra in white because she is concentrating on haste.
Is that Cedric? Where's Cedric?
Cedric is the blue.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah.
So we are going to go with initiatives 25 to 20.
25.
25 for Lyra.
There's a Lyra.
20 to 15.
19.
Kafina, then Kurlatar. 10 to 15.
11.
11 for Cedric.
13 for Asher.
13 for Asher. What's Asher just bit off to? She's dropped Asher. Odd. I'll use Jumbo for Asher.
A minute. Okay, let's go.
I'll just fall off somewhere. Family?
You know how I roll a natural 1 every combat?
Is it now?
Yeah, so that's a 6 on initiative.
6 for that. And where's Anna? Connor?
Is he frozen?
I can't see Connor in my
Yeah.
chat.
That's 9.
Connor, where's Anna?
A 9, I think he said.
9. So,
9.
So okay, so
9.
you've got Anna and Asher back to back. Okay then. All right. So top of the round, Lyra, you're up.
Right, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to drop concentration on haste.
No, fine.
It's not fine because that means you're basically missing a round of combat.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like exhaust, like a random
What?
exhaust.
I remember. I just didn't realize it occurs when you just cancel the spell.
Yeah. No. When the spell
When the
ends.
spell ends.
Look how I've basically highlighted.
Yeah, exactly.
But I figure
Spotlight on us.
I figure better now than when we're actually engaged.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing there?
I will bonus action get my shield, put my shield up.
Shield's out.
Oh god.
Who's directly after me
And
Well,
in the
enemies.
party?
Cedric.
Okay, cool.
action, I will just go 30 feet forward,
Yep.
and that will be it.
Are you going to do anything with your action?
I'll take the dodge action.
Okay, good to know. Cool. That brings us to Rowan's turn. She's going to look around at each of you and suddenly focus in on Anna. I can sense it. That's where he is. Put it down now.
Oh.
And she's going to fire a disintegrate at you. Anna?
Chill out, mate.
Blimey, not messing around, is she?
Nope. She wants to fuck you up. So Anna, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Anna's good at those.
Anna,
What else not Anna? I think
19.
19.
she is good at those.
Her DC's 21.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
So basically impossible.
Not, but sure.
Is that Anna dead?
Could be. We'll see how much damage it is. Don't know how badly injured Anna is.
Come on, disintegrate the gem too. Come on.
It's in a bag.
Not.
You take 75 points of force damage.
Right.
I told you it'd be a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
How fine.
Very fine.
Okay. Yeah, Anna barely took any damage last time, did she?
Nope.
All right. She then shouts out an elemental primordial to the giants. Kill them now. They've taken care of your master. That will end her turn, and she's going to back up a little bit. Kafina, you feel a wave of lethargy wash over you as you see Lyra step forward. And you just...
You can take bonus actions.
Can I now?
You can't take actions or move, but you can take bonus actions.
All right, then. Shame, because I can't quicken and heighten. But why not? Banishment on Roywin.
Yeah, probably rules as intended. You're not supposed to be able to do anything after haste ends, but never mind. It's not specified, so fuck it. All right, what's the range on banishment?
60 feet, so
I think you might be out.
You're well out of range.
what?
It's like
You-
120 feet from.
Oh,
to
is
her.
it?
Yeah, she's
Ah.
on the
This is a
back.
Way over here.
All right, then. I will just quicken a mirror image and end my turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, dude. Oh, no, the time would have run out on the last one because it took ages running up the stairs, yeah.
Yes. All right, that ends your turn. Brings us to Kalatar.
I am going to swirl my cape around
Yes.
that I wear, and I'm going to fire a guiding bolt at Royman.
What level?
First.
Okay, go for it.
Do no charge.
No charge.
25.
Hits.
Woo! I mean, it's let down by a 1, but 17.
17 points of radiant damage.
And she is glowing.
She does look fabulous in this light, but she is now glowing, and next attack on her has advantage. That is anything else?
I'm going to pump a healing word into myself
Probably a good idea.
because I'm a bit sore. 7.
7 points of healing. Okay. That will end your turn. Brings us to the fire giants. Fire giant number 1 is going to march 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just trying to check out his reach. Yes, he has just enough reach. This one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He does not have enough reach. So the one that is closest to Lyra is going to swing his greatsword at disadvantage. Nope, 15 will... Oh, no, sorry, 19 misses anyway.
Still misses.
30. I rolled 2 19s,
Yeah, that one will hit.
which is
How healthy is everyone looking?
Right.
Not great.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm just.
Oh.
I mean, not good, but I'm just making sure. That I'm
Good,
not
you're all
missing a trick
fine.
here.
Handling's okay.
27 points of slashing damage.
No fire damage.
Sorry?
No fire
just-
damage.
No, just slashing.
Right,
Yeah.
Lyra is looking very bad here.
Yeah. So the first one you managed to duck out of the way, but he just brings the swing back. It's almost like a fly swatter, just poof, on top of you, and it hurts.
I love how we can see your dice tray.
It's blocked. You can't see it on the camera. To be fair. I mean, I can't see it because I put everyone's faces in the way.
That's fine. The other one is going to put the sword to one side and just reach out for a rock, and it's going to huck it at Fandling. Rather convenient pieces of rubble of everything that's falling down on them. No, that's a 13 to hit. But no, that's
What do you mean?
I rolled a 2. That is going to end their turn. This brings us to Cedric.
Okay. I need some hit points, so I'm going to, as my action, wild shape.
Okay.
But I will spore up.
Okay.
It gives me some number of hit points. I'll feel that in a second. And then with my bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to do it at some level. I'm going to do it and something needs a bit of weight behind it. Let's do it at second level. Third level. No, third level. I think third level. I think third level buffs it, doesn't it? It's every 2 levels it gets buffed.
Spiritual Weapon is a second level spell. So I think it's 4th level.
Oh, okay. Let's. I've used up all my. Okay, in which case I will do it at 4th level. Yes, it is. I've got so many spells. Sorry, guys. It's just literally. It's just having to scroll for
No,
to find it. Okay. Yes, I will do it at that level then. I will do it at 4th level. I will. Got a range of 60 feet. Can I get anything from where I am?
The 2 fire giant.
I can't quite. Yes, that's fine. Can I put it sort of on the back, almost a straight line from me, but behind the giant, the one right in front of me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there.
can I put it like there? Perfect. And then I will obviously take a swing.
All right. What does your spiritual weapon look like? Remind me. Is it an axe?
It's like it's a mushroomy axe.
That's it. So the mushroom axe suddenly appears and it swings up, making an attack roll.
It is. Ooh, nearly lost my die there off the edge of the table. Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit. Roll damage.
Okay, it is 4d8 plus 5. Brilliant. 1, 6, 9, another 1. Fucking hell. 10, 15 points of force damage.
Okay. So the shadowy mushroom axe appears and just swings at the back of his calf.
And I will move closer to the wall, like almost a little bit diagonally, but more towards the wall. Yeah, perfect. One off the wall, please, and then I'm good. Yes,
There?
yes, absolutely
Ready?
perfect.
Separating yourself out. All right, Asher. Connor?
Um,
He has to introduce himself. He has to make an entrance.
can I get the 2 fire giants in a 30-foot cone without hitting anyone else?
No.
No.
Simple.
Why?
If you move forward, can't you? Or can you?
Yeah, no, as in the air. If I move, is there an angle where I can
Like
get?
if you move to where I am.
I have 50 feet of movement.
I mean, if you got basically on the wall.
Hang on. Yeah, you could. There would 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that would just about get him.
What, both of them?
Yeah, because that's it. Well, it's 30 foot that way, so yeah, it'd hit that way as well.
Sweet. Can they make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Sure. Fire giant number 1. 5. No,
Yeah.
sorry. 9. Fire giant number 2. Dice on the floor.
As well.
It wasn't. 13.
They both fail. I am firing a prismatic spray. I
You
roll.
reach up into your helm of brilliance and you're just throwing out the prismatic spray. What colour ray are you laying?
I have to roll for it, don't I?
Yes, the 8.
I got a D8 and I rolled a 6.
A 6. Which one's this at? One on the left or one on the right?
This is the one on the left. That is indigo.
This one.
It is restrained and then must make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns. If it successfully saves 3 times, the spell ends. If it fails to save 3 times, it is permanent. It permanently turns to stone.
Yep.
So, yeah. And it still
Cool.
takes 10d6. And then I'm going to roll again for the other fellow, which is a 7.
He's blind. Oh!
Yeah, blind.
Or makes a wisdom save at the start of the turn. And if at the start of his next turn, Connor's next turn. And then if it fails that, it gets banished.
Oh damn!
And they both take 10d6. So
No, they don't.
yeah.
Nope. They only take. It's only certain rays they take damage, and those 2 are the non-damaging ones.
All right. Okay.
So one's restrained and one's blind. Nice.
Yep.
That went well.
I mean, even without the damage, it's still good for you.
As my bonus action, I'm going to have to release this armor.
Yeah.
The bonus action, I'm going to recall the armor back into my ring.
So you hit yourself in the chest as you're rushing forward, pulling the gem out, and the armor just withdraws back into the ring, leaving you wearing your underclothes, because that's going to if you were naked underneath armor, it would fucking hurt, cut you to ribbons. And I presume you're drawing Shatterfang rather than
I'll be putting the tiny weapons away and
Yep.
drawing.
I would make sure.
Yeah, so as you basically reach up, grab the helm, crush the gem, thrust it forward, you slap your chest, the armor withdraws as the prismatic ray fires out, the sword going back into its sheath, and then Shatterbang out.
I just love the image in my head of Asher just running forward, arms flying all over the place as various things happen.
Anna is gonna do a mass cure wounds if I have the levels.
Okay.
I have 1 left, yeah. So I'll do a mass cure wounds to everyone that I can see on my side. Don't want anyone misinterpreting that.
Everyone I
I
can see.
heal everyone.
Where is it? It is. We all get fat roll. 31 hit points.
Woo!
31 hit points to Lyra, Asher, Cedric,
I'm now above half.
Kelazar, and
Sorry,
Katrina.
how many hit points?
31.
31, thank you.
Just
Right,
for-
how'd you get into points?
So almost as many temp hit points I got from using my main ability of my class.
Foundling.
It
Oh,
looks
Xana
big.
moving, sorry. Xana moving.
Let me just bring up the camera so I can see where we are. Anna is the little red disc, right?
Yep.
Sidestep 20 feet.
There.
Lovely.
Cool. Foundling.
Fan out! There's a spellcaster on the field.
It looks to me as if Roywin is about 100 feet away from me.
I can tell you specifically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, she's 100 feet.
Yep, so I'm going to spend a key to bonus action dash and just head straight for her, full
Okay.
speed.
As you do, you get an attack opportunity from the fire giants at disadvantage because he's restrained.
Yep.
17, I'll probably miss.
Misses.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up in her face.
And yeah, just flying in, Tonfa's whirling.
You have
Yep, go for it.
advantage on the first hit.
Yes, because she is still glowing.
That's good because that gave me a crit.
Okay. I'll do it.
Quite disappointed on damage, actually. That's only 12 bludgeoning damage.
12 points of bludgeoning damage to her.
But can she make a con save or be stunned, please?
That is a 23.
Yeah, that makes it. Okay. Second Contra attack. Does a 23 hit?
23 does hit. Actually, yeah, it would hit, even with that.
For another 9 bludgeoning damage.
9 points of bludgeoning damage, okay.
And that's me done.
Alrighty. She is startled by the fact that you are suddenly in her face. Lyra.
Let's get to go away.
Lyra, your turn.
My turn. Okay. Bonus action, I will activate Planar Warrior. Where? Did I not get my... There. Sorry. Yeah, activate Planar Warrior. Okay. Right. So basically, I want to circle round. Sorry, can you tell me which giant has which condition?
Blinded, restrained.
Okay, I will circle round the one closer to you,
Okay.
Keeping as far away as I was, and the other way, so I would be between the two of them.
Okay. All right. You would get an attack opportunity from this one.
Well, first he's blind, so he shouldn't be able to see me.
That's true. Does specify you have to be able to be seen.
And I wasn't going past them. I wasn't going to be moving out of.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I basically want to do is flicker between them and give them an attack each.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
I'll do the one against the blinded one first.
Okay.
Okay. That is a 23 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, so that is 3d8 damage plus stuff.
Mm-hmm.
21 force damage.
Okay.
And then, yeah, an attack against the other one. Is that with advantage because of restraint or not?
Yes, it is.
Cool. Better, like 23
Yes.
something. Yeah, 23. For 11 magical piercing.
11 magical piercing. Okie dokie. The one that is blinded suddenly flails around as you stab into him and then blink away, so you barely miss being cut by his blade. The other one is slow moving because these granite legs. Take your turn.
I will continue circling around him, this time towards you.
Yeah.
Try and keep his attention on me to about there. Yeah.
Okay. That brings us to Rowan's turn.
Yeah, this is going to be bad for me.
Yeah.
Good for the party.
Yeah.
I'm distracting her.
God, that seems to be good.
Nothing.
Yeah, that'll do.
Now.
She will do that. Okay. She takes her staff and swings it around and thrusts her hand forward and makes an attack against Foundling with a 7th level vampiric touch.
Ow.
So, attack to hit. 25 to hit.
Yep.
So that is how much damage? 76. I'll just hold that on D&D Beyond because I have it available. 23 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Although I was expecting a lot worse.
Yeah, so was I. 23 points of necrotic damage, and she heals half that. Which is 12. Yep. As her bonus action, she is going to cast Misty Step and go out of your line of sight.
What's she gone through that wall?
Yeah.
How?
Oh, actually, no,
Misty
Misty Step.
Step. You have to be able to see where you're going with Misty Step.
Actually, yeah, no, she can. She can. Yeah, no, she's fine.
So I've got no idea where she's gone.
Nope.
She's got magic bullshit powers, she has.
She has got magic bullshit powers. But that will end her turn. Kafina, you're up. No, I'm confused.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt's thinking.
That's a shame. The
Oh,
thing
okay.
I wanted to
Well,
hit.
I've got time on something, but no, I'll do it next round.
I mean, obvious action is just to cast 3rd level slow on those 2 big guys. So, yeah, I'll do that.
Wisdom save, yes?
Yes.
18?
Succeeds.
Natural 1.
So one of them fails.
Yeah. So the guy who is slowly turning to stone is also slow. That's all right.
And then I'll use my bonus just to convert a level 1 spell slot to a sorcery point.
Okay. At what would have been initiative to count 20, but I got my timing slightly wrong. I need 4. Actually, let me see where this goes. Yeah, okay. I need for Asher and Cedric to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, please. The wall that you are next to starts to crack and crumble, and a large chunk of it just falls down towards both of you.
Well, I got 20.
20? Okay.
21.
I was hoping my 1 step away from the wall would be enough, but
Wait,
in
where is
hindsight, it probably wasn't.
And you also get the bonus of being. I know you're not too far away from Asher.
It's 10 feet.
Yeah, he's 15 feet.
Ah,
20's all right.
I critted.
I'd rolled a 19. So.
I only get a +1. And that's because I'm a paladin.
You each take 23 points of bludgeoning damage as the rocks plummet down and impact into both of you.
23.
Yes. That is already halved.
Jesus. That's like all of my 10 hit points nearly.
Big rock. Then it's Kelatar.
With my understanding of magic, would I have any idea where Shale?
Make an Arcana check.
You're asking me a question of something I'm not looking at.
Man, I really wish that someone had shared out a load of health potions before this fight.
We started running. 16.
16. You're vaguely aware of the Misty Step spell, which she has used against you before.
You've seen Asher use it as well.
Yeah, you've seen Asher use it.
You may have seen Lyra use it.
That's also true.
Like it.
And Fee.
You know that she would have gone 30 feet in a direction, which is usually one that they can see. The fact that she has vanished somewhere else.
Okay, I would like to cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
And I want to go diagonally from where I am into the room or through the wall.
Yeah.
Level with the 2 giants.
Okay. So you go, and you see her there.
Cool.
And she sees you. You flash in, and she looks at you.
I look at her and I go, "You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?"
Give me a moment.
Don't give her a moment.
Do the opposite. Strike now.
I can't really do anything.
You may want to heal.
I can't do that. Yeah, I can actually.
No, you can't. Potions.
Yeah, I can do a potion.
Drink the big ones.
I mean, I have 10 greater healing potions.
Oh, glad you do.
All right. I'm going to chuckle one of them.
Okay.
7, 11, 13, 17 points of healing.
17 points of healing. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my movement to just run at her.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's it.
Oh.
Crazy.
What?
I'm on the best number.
69?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just literally running straight at her. Ah!
Fair enough. All right. That's it then. Brings us to the fire giants. Now, remind me, Connor, is it things that happen at the end of their turn or the beginning of yours? Or the beginning of theirs, even? I think the blind one, it's the beginning of your turn.
Let me see. So the restrained one is a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Okay.
But it has to pass 3 times.
Yeah.
And the violet one on failed save, so it's blinded. At the start of my next turn.
Yep.
The violet one.
Yep. Okie dokie. So, the one that is blind is, well, blind, can't see anything. He's going to take a chunk of rock from somewhere and he's just going to throw it in a random direction. I need D8. He just lobs it and it smashes into this wall here. He just hears a satisfying crack of stone on stone. The other one has got Lyra within range, so he's going to swing 2 swords at disadvantage. No, he can only swing 1 because he's slow. That is still a 23 to hit.
Oh, well.
At least it's only 1.
Which is 31 points of slashing damage.
That's exactly the healing we just got.
Okay. So Lyra's looking quite hurt again. At the end of his turn, he makes a wisdom save against Kafina. Nope. That's a 3. And against your save as well, Connor, isn't it? Con save.
Yeah.
18.
18 is my save.
Okay, so that's 1 success for
1 success.
the one that looks like a graffiti. All right. That's the end of their turn, which brings us to Cedric.
I will run up and engage the blinded one.
Okay.
I will swing with my axe, with Genesis.
Hit him with Genesis.
Wow.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. I am spored up still, so it's an extra bit of I think it's poison damage. Yeah. That is 6 points of slash. No, sorry. Yes, sorry. 6 points of slashing damage. I was right the first time.
6 points of slashing.
And 3 points of poison damage. I'm just checking, is poison not necrotic, because it did change, didn't it?
I think it's necrotic.
I feel like the attack is poison.
I think you get the weapon from Shatterfang gives you poison then, doesn't it? I think one of them gives you poison, one of them gives you necrotic.
It's 3 points of some other damage if he's not resistant to it.
He's not resistant to either.
So it's 3 points of some other damage. And then I will swing with my bonus action with the spiritual weapon on the other side.
Go for it.
Oh, that's good. I mean, I think it's going to hit a roll of 17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
9, something like that. Okay, here we go. Got to roll better than last time. Whoa, with these ones! That's 20 points of force damage.
Hmm.
So that's slightly
Okay.
more. We're getting there. Just gonna each round is just gonna ramp up slightly more.
Each
Bonus
round is
action
a bit.
movement. I'm done.
All right. Brings us to Asher. So at the start of Asher's turn, the blinded one, so you can make what is it, a wisdom save.
Yes, I believe so.
19. So he is no longer blinded, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. So he is okay now. Would you like to
Hit it again.
doing it again?
Hit it again.
Okay, I'm going to say in order to do that, you're going to have to move this way to avoid hitting Cedric and Lyra.
Yep. How many
Okay.
feet did I move?
Like 10.
10. I guess that's still 40 afterwards. Main action.
It's poison damage.
I
Confirmed,
have
sorry.
to roll a d8, don't I? Yes.
This.
But confusingly, it is necrotic damage if I use my spores at the beginning of
That's your reaction. So.
the reaction thing.
So the first roll, first of them, I have to make a dexterity save.
Yeah. Nope. 7.
Okay, and the numbers are 5 and 3. 5 on the left, 3 on the right.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
5 is
that's cold damage.
blue. Yeah, so 10d6 cold
The other one does make the save.
on a dex save.
Weirdly. Yeah, he does make the save. Roll 2 19s again.
Okay, so it's a 3, and it still takes half as much lightning damage.
Yeah, so roll your 6d10 and then
10d6.
10d6 even. Either or.
Sorry, did you say cold damage?
Yes. One's cold, one's lightning.
You remember the -2 penalty on the dex save, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
35.
I'm sorry?
35.
35. So 35 to the one in front of Cedric, who is having a really super bad day. And then lightning damage to the one who's slowly being petrified.
Yeah. And the lightning.
But that's halved to 18.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I won't roll twice.
Because he succeeded on the save.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Bonus action, Roger.
You, Roger.
And then I would like to journey 40 feet forward.
To which, where?
Directly forward.
5, 6, 7, 8. Was you there?
Yeah.
Ready, Anna.
Anna would like to move her 30 feet bishop diagonal.
Yep.
Bishop move.
6 there.
And is going to do is it Beacon of Hope?
Okay.
The 3rd level Beacon of Hope.
Okay. It's every creature within 30 feet, I believe.
Is it? I thought that was just a static thing that moved with me. Okay, maybe I won't do that.
Well, I think. Well, no. I think you hit a. It's either you put a point within range of 30 feet within them, or it's 30 feet within range of you.
You know what? She is going to use her divine intervention to try and send her bag.
Yes.
To the plane of dreams.
So you're using your divine intervention to try and plane shift the bag.
Plane shift the bag out of here because this is clearly what they want, and if we die, then it's worth it.
Okay. Oh no, it is a number of creatures within 30 feet of you that you can see. So
that's fine.
Okay. Roll your percentiles.
Okay, so click on this and a roll.
Think of a bowl.
You know what, Dom? It's not quite a bowl. What level are we?
11.
Do I have to equal it or under it? Please say
equal. Well.
I rolled an 11. equal to or less than your level.
Yes! Actually worked.
Hallelujah.
So
Hallelujah.
as you bring the bag round to your front, well, actually you've got it held to your chest. You sort of put your hands together and pray for Morpheus. You just hear a. Okay. You just feel a tug on the bag, and it vanishes from your hand.
Oh god.
Awesome.
I was really hoping it wasn't so like under your cleric level. So yeah, the bag's gone.
I think you just won D&D, Connor.
Winning D&D is getting a bowl.
What you need to do every time you roll it now. Just think of a bowl.
Yeah.
I can't do anything else. I can't cast it. Oh no, is Divine Intervention a spell?
It's an action.
It's an action.
So you can cast.
So I will bonus action a level 4 spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Like all the cool kids do.
Yeah. The one closest to you.
Okay.
And it will swing for a. Oh, that's gonna miss. Oh, how ironic! An 11.
Drake, because you have summoned your god's power, you've suddenly been hit with this wave of lethargy. You feel the desire to yawn as you summon out the spiritual weapon, which is what, by the way?
It's just a bog standard mace because that's what clerics do.
Yeah.
That'd be a spiritual pillow fight.
Yes,
I was,
why not?
I was
Yeah,
thinking exactly that.
It's a big double pillow.
The pillow mace appears, but you just and somehow. Actually, did you roll with advantage?
No.
Roll with advantage because he's restrained.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't roll earlier with advantage either.
20.
He also has
Yeah, that
minus
hits.
2.
20 hits.
20 hits, yeah.
Oh no, the guy blinded. I didn't roll advantage. That was silly.
Oh, right.
It takes
Oh, no, if he wasn't blind on your turn. That's why.
24 points of damage.
24 points of radiant damage?
Yeah.
Or force damage, even.
884 plus 4.
These fire giants are really regretting their decision to follow Roywin.
Yeah.
Good.
Flandling, you're up.
Yep. I'm going to go and attack the giant that's got the 2 rings on it.
Yep. I don't need to count. Just, Flandling has speed.
Yep. So with advantage, well, that advantage is counted out one of the other natural ones I was going to roll. Which, luckily, the other die gave me a 22 to hit.
I'll do it.
For 13 damage.
13 points of damage to that guy. Okay.
Then a crit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
For 15 more damage.
15 points more damage. Okay.
And then a flurry of blows.
Flurry of hose.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a 26 hits.
Yeah. Which is correct.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
And make a dex save or be knocked prone.
So the -2. Yep, 13.
Yep, it's down.
Timber.
He is slow, restrained, and now on the floor.
And about to get one final kick off bounding.
Kicking the face.
Yeah, 27 to hit.
Yeah.
For another 10 damage, and it can't make reactions till the end of my next turn.
Okay, 10 points more damage.
That poor guy.
Really not having a good time.
I'm waiting for a little white flag to
Yeah.
come out.
If there are any more
you know-
debuffs we can apply to him, that'd be good.
Lyra.
Someone haste him and then cancel it.
Lyra, you're up.
Right. I will. Where am I?
You're here.
The white ring.
What am I
Who
concentrating on?
No, that's just to make it easier for you to see.
All right. Okay.
Sorry, it's just like It's like, where am I? What am I concentrating on? What's going on? What's happening?
Where am I? Who am I?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I will now
Who
concentrate
or what?
on something.
Yeah,
So,
Mark.
yes, I will bonus action Hunter's Mark on the one that's prone.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with it.
more rings.
I will just sort of move past Foundling and Asher, and then blink to 10 feet of the one that was blind and is now not.
Oh, you're going this way. Okay.
So over there for my first attack.
No, that's wrong. That's
you
Asher.
just moved the wrong person.
So first attack, this one, he's no longer blind, yeah?
Correct.
Asher couldn't have moved.
That is
Over.
an 11 to hit.
11 misses. You hit the plate armor. He is now
Right.
prepared for things.
I will flicker 10 feet the other way and make my second attack against the one that's prone.
Yeah, and restrained and slow.
Generally.
I'm assuming soon to be dead as well.
So an 18 on the dice,
Yes.
and that will be 3d8 plus a d6.
Yes. I think it's 40-ish.
That's not very much, actually.
Oh, right then.
20 force damage.
No, that's not much at all.
It depends on your HP situation at that point.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Anything else? Are you good?
No, I'm pretty happy there, I think.
All right.
Pretty happy.
I don't want to invite too much retribution.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what's about to happen as Roywyn sees Kelatar rushing towards her. She says, "I've had enough of all of you, quite frankly. You killed the Scorch Lord. Let's see how you like some of his vengeance." You just suddenly hear a...
Is she casting a spell?
Yes.
And hang on, no, that doesn't work.
Or do you not have counterspell or nothing like that?
No, it was a different one.
Okay. You just hear... as a massive impact.
Blast.
Sorry?
Delayed blast fireball?
Nope. A massive impact crashes into the side of the structure, throwing the rubble scattering towards you. A second one impacts into the ground there, causing a massive explosion. A third one impacts about there, catching Kelatar with the blast. I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Did this bitch just throw a meteor at me?
You threw meteors at everyone. In fact, there's another one which is impacts over here to hit Kafina and Anna.
Aw.
Do you realise that it's just decidedly not fair to throw people who are at least 6 levels higher than us at us, right?
Can she
You
see
get
where we
that.
are? Does she know where to throw them?
This door's open.
Oh, is the door open?
Yeah.
Oh.
See, because it's a solid line, I assumed it
Yeah,
was.
I thought that.
I did say the doors burst open and they rushed through that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
thought that was a different
Yeah,
one.
but
She can also see through walls apparently because she teleported through one. So
what was I
That
going to say?
makes more sense. I forgot that they
Did
did
you
burst
have
through
a
the door.
No.
that sucks. I wish I'd known I could see her.
Anyway,
Cedric and Foundling get +3 to their rolls.
Cedric doesn't.
Who's next to me? That's Cedric.
Coming in and Lyra.
No, I'm
Lyra.
I'm by
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Lyra gets an additional +3
I
and so
rolled
does
really good anyway, so it's all right. It probably won't be enough. Her DC will probably be like 26, but
a DC is 21.
well.
oh, that is so lucky. I rolled the only number I could possibly roll to
Same
be.
here.
Oh! I could make it because Ash has got a D10. Oh, I need a 5. Go.
Okay, in which case, Foundling.
So did you say Foundling?
Yes.
29.
You take no damage.
I probably take cover under the giant just because
Yeah, you duck underneath him. Lyra.
29 too. But I'm going to fall unconscious.
You will take half damage.
And I'm assuming that's going to be more than 8, but less than 102.
Probably. Let me work it out because I have to do it. I have to do it in 2 separate batches because of the fire and the bludgeoning.
Oh, I'm resistant to fire as well.
I know. So and then re-roll.
Still not going to help.
Re-roll. Okay. So you take 32. No, reduce down further to 18 points of fire damage.
Who's this?
And 36 points of bludgeoning damage. Lyra.
Right.
I am unconscious, very much so.
Okay.
I was on 8.
Asher.
Asher got 23. Thank you, D10 Sam.
23. Okay, so you succeed. You take.
I'm resistant to both.
You're resistant to both, so you actually take a quarter of all of it. So a total of 138 halved to. Oh God, hang on. Numbers.
69 halved again. 35.
So 35 points of damage to Asher.
Okay.
Cedric.
21. I critted.
Just hit the DC. So you take 69 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of fire. Oh no, you're resistant to fire damage, aren't you?
Yeah, yes.
So, oh God. So it's
What
30,
a Tom take.
36 points of bludgeoning damage and 18 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Anna.
Anna got 20.
So she fails. Is she resistant to anything?
Psychic?
She takes 138 points of damage. 138 points of damage.
Yeah.
She's still up?
No!
Just checking. You barely took anything.
Her
Kafina.
max is only 10 points above that.
Kafina.
He took a disintegrate.
That's true.
Rolled a crit, so 21.
21. Just hit the DC, so 69 points of damage to you. Fire and bludgeoning.
Quick thing though, if I do absorb elements, I will roll for it, but to see whether or not I just blow myself up instead.
Oh yeah, what do I have to roll for concentration as well?
What are you concentrating on?
Spiritual weapon.
Not a concentration.
You're not.
Is it not a concentration spell?
No.
Every week.
So
Every week, yeah. It probably is.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I'm not sure how much this is going to matter,
It seems
but
like it's too good, but yeah.
Yeah. What?
so 69 is higher than my max, and I rolled for doing absorb elements. Seemed like a good idea. I failed though.
How? It's a first level spell. I thought
rolled
it was
2.
almost. Sorry?
Two. It's
I rolled a 2.
What the
Improbable.
Improbable.
And I used my D10 in the fight earlier, so no, I don't have my backup right now.
So you're casting
A level 1 spell.
Yep, I'm just waiting for the book. Where is it? It should be there in that pile.
I mean, I've got it saved in my images on my phone, if you want me to check.
Oh no. Oh, you found it. Sorry, I can bring it up. So, absorb elements is a reaction cast on self, which means you're targeting yourself with whatever this first level spell is. Roll a d6, please. You're right.
Where is Kafina?
Right at the back.
Right at the
Oh,
back.
thank God.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm going unconscious in a sec anyway, because that's higher than my max hit points. So
Yeah, no, I was more worried about me going unconscious.
I rolled a 2. Chaos Bolt.
Make a ranged spell attack
Oh,
against yourself.
With disadvantage.
Nope, she's still conscious, so at the time she's
Rolled a
casting it-
1.
No, because she's in melee with herself, no?
No.
So
I'm trying, dude.
let's see. Spell attack mod. Yeah, so that's an 11.
Oh, actually, hang on. Roll a d20, it's mirror image.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Might hit.
You just like see
it's
something.
gonna- It's going to hit one of my mirrors.
Okay.
Roll a 12.
You see something in the corner of your eyes.
So as you try and thrust out the absorbing energy, the pulse bursts out, fires over and around you, and impacts into one of the mirror images. You go as you are hit with a shockwave, which knocks you unconscious.
Yeah, it sure does.
And then Kelatar.
23.
So you succeed. You take 69 points of damage. You're resistant to fire, aren't you?
I am.
So you take 36 of bludgeoning and 18 of fire.
Half of 69 should be 35, not 36.
Yeah.
No, it's the bludgeoning damage that's halved. He's resistant only to fire damage.
I thought it was the same amount for both.
No,
Right.
no, it's six. It was 66 for fire, 72 for the bludgeoning.
Hang on,
Oh,
sorry.
right.
36 bludgeoning,
36 bludgeoning, 18 fire.
18 fire. Okay, cool.
You still up?
I am.
She is somewhat disappointed to see that. Actually, that's some good
I'm
points.
actually in a slightly better position than I was when this fight started.
Fire giants are fucked.
The
Sorry.
bludgeoning finished.
I was going to ask the one next to me to fight with us. God damn it.
So is the chaos all over now, Luke?
It's still the end of Rowan's turn.
No, it's just I have to roll a d20 to see if I add to it.
Yeah, roll your d20. Uh-oh. Don't think bold. Don't think bold.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
So never as a phrase filled me with terror.
As long as it's not a 1.
I have to roll to see if I add.
I was watching the dice spin there, and I saw 1 like 4 times. It's like, if that went off, what would that have done?
That would have
What?
exploded. And it would have fucked up everyone.
That would have been a TPK of epic proportions.
I think Talatar would have been okay because he's not within the radius of it.
And found a good
What
copy of
remaining
God.
member?
Okay, so she is going to then use her. She's going to run this way and run through a door.
Through a door.
Through a door.
Does she go? I don't know. I can't see.
She's run through a door and run off. That brings us to Kafina. Death save, please.
Right, doing it now. 5.
Fail. Talatar.
Can I see her?
No, she's gone through and shut the door behind
Oh,
her.
she shut the door.
Yes. But it's one of the smaller humanoid-sized doors rather than the big giant doors.
Yeah, but still. She was best part of 30 feet away from me anyway.
Yeah. I mean, you can see everyone now because this wall is gone.
Hang on. Can I get into a place where Anna and Fee and Lyra are within 60 feet of me?
Yeah, you can get right in the middle and you get all 3 of them within 30. They'd be within 30 feet ish. 30 foot that way, 35 that way.
Cool. I will get there then. I will mass healing word.
By what map?
I will move.
Oh, I see. With your actual movements, are you dashing essentially?
I want to get into a place
6, 7, 8, 9. You could get there with dash.
without dash.
You're 30 foot back. You'd be about here. In which case, you wouldn't get Kafina. Just out of range. Actually. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, she's just out of range.
Where was I?
You were back in here.
Yeah, no, I know. So how have I only gone like 4 squares?
Here.
You can technically get.
There. That's your
He's
movement.
in range.
Well, now I'm right.
Well, if you move the square forward.
You can go there, I suppose, instead of that way. Yeah, you could just about get Kafina.
Cool. I will mass healing word for up to 6 creatures that I can see within 60 feet.
Okay.
So them 3 and well, everyone else.
I was going to say, Foundling's fine.
Pretty much, yeah.
Foundling is the most okay thing here.
Debatable.
Yeah, I suppose Asher's doing okay.
I'm on about 3/4 health, so pretty good.
I'm on
So Anna, Lyra, Fee, Cedric, me. Why not?
Asher's the only other one that's...
And yeah, Asher.
Or family. Well, your choice.
I will say Asher.
Okay. She will hurt me otherwise.
What am I doing? Why am I rolling so many? No. 7 points of healing.
What?
Mass healing word.
It's only 1d4, isn't it?
1d4 plus
Yeah.
5. So yeah.
Okay, so
7 points of healing.
all right, it would. Are you doing anything in the action?
You know what's funny? I effectively took a meteor strike and lost 1 hit point.
Okay, yeah.
I will look around and see what horror is about to come upon us.
You look around. You can see where the building has been obliterated around you. Basically, there are no walls at the moment in the immediate vicinity, apart from just sort of a bit over here.
What do I see in the sky?
Fire.
Anything coming towards us?
No.
Cool.
Well, you can see.
Sweet. I will start removing the handkerchief.
Okay, you pull out. You're going to actually just flip it out because it's like an action. You could just.
I won't just yet.
Okay, you take it out. And you've got
I
it.
have it in my
to
hand.
Okay. It would be the fire giant's turn, but they have turned to smouldering ash. Cedric.
Okay. Is anyone still unconscious? I don't think so.
No. Everyone is up.
Okay.
I would have also said that Roy Wing kept running that way through a door.
Okay.
I will cast locate creature.
Okay.
Naming Roy.
Okay. So Roy win. With a locate creature.
As long as it's within 1,000 feet of me, if the creature is moving, I know which direction. I can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of that kind.
She is within 1,000 feet of you, and she is running that way. That way.
I will relay this. She's going to be running more or less in this direction. Do we want to follow? And I will start moving that way just in case the rest of the party do want to follow.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I will move my spiritual weapon 30 feet with me.
I think it can only do 20 feet, can't it?
Oh, maybe it is only 20 feet. No, you're right. I think you're right. It is 20 feet. Yes.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Asher.
Asher, which direction did you say she was running?
This way.
Can I gun it 50 feet?
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, there. No, wait.
Can I see her?
No, she is behind. She has gone through a corridor, a door. What crickets?
What condition am I in? Is it worth pursuing her? No one else can move as fast as me. I will action dash down the corridor and see if I can get her in sight at least. I will stop when I can see her.
Okay, I'm going to put it over here so that you can sort of just about see what's going on. She is, once you open the door, she is no more than 20 feet away from you.
Oh, then I try and get in front of her.
Okay, you sort of barrel past her.
Yeah.
So it's just in a narrow corridor at the moment. It's sort of like slave corridors.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll scream that she's here at the top of my lungs.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
I can't.
Okay, your rage is gone.
Oh, well then.
Actually, no, it isn't, because you took damage.
I got hit with a meteor.
It was so annoying.
I think I took damage.
I think kind of rage inducing. Or rage continuing.
No, this is the thing. Rage. Knocked unconscious. I mean, technically you haven't been attacked by a hostile creature, you just hit the spell.
She threw a moon at me. I've been attacked.
Person.
I'm going to say you're angry. Let's put it up.
If
Anna.
that's a prerequisite, yes. Anna is gonna cure wounds on herself because wow. Fourth level.
Okay.
That's all she can do. She will use her 30-foot movement to try and get to where Asher's calling from.
Okay.
Other than that,
4,
she
5, 6. Get up to Keltar.
What I said so many sessions ago has come true.
What?
I'll get you back.
Family.
30 points of healing.
Yep. Well, I heard Asher shouting.
Yep.
So I'm going to use my movement to head in that direction.
7, 8, 9, 10. What's your movement speed?
50.
So you're there.
Can I see them?
I'm assuming Asher left the door open, so yeah, it's within 40 feet.
Okay, I'll spend a key to bonus action dash. And that leaves me my action to go and hit Roywin with some tonfas.
Go for it. One pop.
Or possibly not on a 20. No, on a 14.
Oh, yeah, 14.
On a 24? I'm like, all right.
I'm not used to rolling that low on attacks.
Well, you are. You roll ones all the time.
I roll ones. I don't want other low numbers.
True.
Second attack. That's better. That is a 28.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 13 bludgeoning damage, and I'm going to attempt a stunning strike as well.
Stunning strike. Okay. Con save. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 8.
That fails. She is stunned till the end of my next turn.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Favor, Luke.
Oh,
You pull them up to the wall.
Someone's in trouble.
I've still got two first
Just
levels.
purely because they're off the bottom of the screen.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, that's my turn because I've bonus actioned. I've actioned. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good turn.
She's stunned. And that just happened. That just stays, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Till the end of my next turn.
Literally.
How far will 45 feet of movement get me?
Well, you're getting it from prone.
Yeah, that's half my
Oh, I see.
movement.
45 foot would get you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, 9. Get you there.
Is that somewhere I can see Roywin from?
Yeah, just about. Essentially, in relation to where she is, you are about there.
Okay.
See her?
If I can see her, I can shoot her.
You may shoot her.
If it's
No.
kill it.
She's not prone.
She is stunned, though, so it is
But
advantage.
Does it give it advantage to ranged attacks or just melee?
Attack rolls against the creature have got advantage. I will say, because it is a narrow corridor, she will have partial cover because family's in the way.
Okay.
So, +2 to her AC.
That was very nearly a 20. 23?
Yes. That hits.
I mean, it won't be for as much as I usually do,
No.
but 8.
That's the birds Twitter in the background. Okay, first attack.
They're as derisive of that attack as I am.
Make another one. Prove them
Oh,
wrong.
yeah, I can do that, can't I?
You can. Technically, you can teleport 10 feet and get closer.
Help someone make a character like that. It was like crossbow wielding kind of teleport crossbow.
24
Mm-hmm.
for 11 damage.
11 points of damage. Alrighty. So 2 arrows suddenly spring from her side as she's sort of confused and not quite sure what the hell's going on at all, and probably royally fucked because it's now her turn.
Not her turn.
Kafina.
So yeah, apparently, where's Lyra's able to stand somewhere where she can. If I get to where whoever the yellow person is,
Galata.
yeah, is that somewhere where Roywind's visible? Like
No.
How far would 90 feet get me?
About 90 feet.
Yeah. Sorry, it's hard to count on the screen.
8, 9, 10. That's 50, 60, 70.
18 is 90 feet.
I'll get you about here-ish if you were around this area.
All right. I will quicken a thunder step to teleport the 90 feet in that direction.
Okay. What's the range of the explosion?
15 feet.
Okay, yeah, no one is there.
Yeah. That's why I do it first. And I quicken it so then I can dash through the door.
Well, you can only go 25 because you were prone.
Oh yeah, right. So hang on. Doesn't that just halve my normal movement? Don't I still get full movement with my dash?
No, it uses half your movement to stand up, and then when it doubled, even with a dash.
So basically, you get back to your full movement.
Yeah.
With a dash.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So you've just gone 25 feet.
Yep, cool. As long as she's in range.
Yeah, you're behind Lyra at the moment.
Cool.
For everyone's sanity, I will just do a quick mark of all about there. That's the doorway into the corridor. But it is open. I will clarify that it is open. All right, Kalatar.
Many questions.
By all means, ask at least one of them. And at most one of them.
Can I get into a position where I can see her and be 120 feet or slightly closer?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yes, you could.
Cool. Before I do that, am I able to pass off a healing potion as a bonus action? Just hand.
I'll say sure. You just sort
It's
of
a free action, isn't it, to pass?
Yeah, just object interaction.
Cool. I will take out a greater healing potion out of the bag, and I will hand it to Anna and say, "Take this," and then set off so I can get within 120 feet of
Okay, that would be, 120 feet would be there, which is off the end of that map, but
that's fine. I would like to guiding bolt her from here.
go for it, make an attack roll with advantage, but also part together.
I am doing it with many charges.
How many of many charges?
3.
Okay. I thought he said many. Wait, for guiding bolt, it fucking hurts.
I've got 5, so
Guiding bolt fucking hurts at any level, so
unnatural 20.
20 would just hit.
So that
She
is
can't shield!
for 66.
Yep.
And it's good.
Execute order 66.
Yeah.
Yes, Chancellor.
I understood that reference.
Oh
What disappointment that I understood a reference?
no, the fact that there was a 1.
Oh.
There's a several 4.
Oh, right.
25.
25 points of radiant damage to Roywin. All right.
And as I will then move the rest of my movement.
Okay. That brings you essentially there,
Cool, fine.
behind Kafina. Cedric.
Okay, I would like to walk up as far as I can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Okay, how far away am I now?
You are about in line with where Kalatar was, so you're probably about 120 feet.
Oh, Jesus, quite far. Okay, I will. Oh, hold on. I'm actually have something really, really good. I've got too many abilities. It takes me like 20 minutes to find like one thing.
If only you had a long initiative order where you'd be able to figure out what you're doing.
No, it's just because I suddenly went, oh, I could do something, but I can't. No, I do know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my action to turn into a direwolf.
Okay.
Direwolf somewhere.
Because that's going to give me a few more hit points, which is good. That's my.
And it gives you more movement speed as well.
And it also gives me more movement speed. So can I move another 20 feet, please? I think it's 50 feet off the top of my head.
Yeah, so you are essentially ahead of Kalatar now.
Fine.
And I have my bonus action. I guess I'll move my spiritual weapon another 20 feet.
That is the worst Congolon I've ever seen.
All
right.
That's me done.
Asher.
Killer.
You're muted.
I would like to smash.
Make your attack with advantage.
Oh, please crit.
Oh, I did.
She is not a fiend. I will clarify, she is not a fiend. But this is gonna.
Please say you've got some smites left.
I have 2 level 1s left.
Level 1 smite slots.
R.I.P.
Use those smite slots. At least one of them.
Well, only one of them.
Yeah,
At most one.
Yeah.
At least one.
I'll say,
65.
fighting.
65.
Okay.
And then swing again.
Yep.
Another crit. Another crit. Another crit.
22 to hit.
You didn't celebrate enough.
22. Yep.
So that is and the last. Wiggly smite.
Legend has no place in the D&D game.
I mean,
Hail Satan.
34.
How would you like to kill this bitch?
Uh,
I assume fatally.
yeah.
With extreme prejudice.
I would like to it's quite hard. I hate this woman. Like a lot.
Black Knight her, chop off her leg.
As like I step in towards it, I want it to be come down and like across the collarbone, just like cleave in one way and then pull out and then cleave in the other way. So like it just torso.
You create a bust.
Torso her. Yeah.
You create a bust. So you bring the Shadow Flame down with one strike. She is unable to move, but you just see the terror in her eyes as the sword comes hacking down. The serrated edges of the blade tearing through the flesh as you pull it back up again and think, for George.
Exactly.
Cleave straight back down into her, making her dead. And then she dies.
Making her dead, then she dies. That's what killing her means.
And at that point, we are going to take a break because it is 9 o'clock. So we fill fluids and get rid of some. And we will come back because she is dead. So we'll be back in 15 minutes, quarter past.
Sure.
Cool.
And we are back. So, with all that dealt with, Roywin is lying dead on the ground. What do I do?
Either loot her body or grab her and run.
Is the building still falling apart?
The area immediately around, where you guys are running to, you can sort of hear it crackling off in the distance. The area where you've just come from, there is no building left.
True story.
Cool.
Weren't we folding the napkin and jumping through it?
What about Ulrion?
You know, I think we've killed 3 heads of the Hydra today, or is it 2 heads of the Hydra? Yeah. You know, sometimes a third is a bit of a stretch. Lyra, I was hit with a very large rock thrown from the atmosphere, and I'm not doing too well.
I mean, so was I. I'm not doing brilliantly, but Ulrion is not that powerful, and he is the messenger for them. I feel like it might be quite important to take him out of the equation.
Can we sense him on this plane? How? No, that was a question to the group. Right.
Don't look at me, says Anna.
Cedric
The wolf is trying
turns
to.
into a dog and sniff him out.
It's already a dire wolf, so he's directly behind you as well.
You would have
Come on.
remembered that not only 10 seconds ago, I literally pointed in the direction of someone who ran away.
Can you still do that in wolf form? Nod or shake? No.
I was going to do that. Instead of shaking his head, he would have just gone.
I think maybe we should leave the plane. Not only have we alerted the cult to our presence here, we probably can't go back to the link, the broken link, because we've killed
Anna
their
wants
patron.
Asher wants to full strip Roy Wynn to see if she has anything on her.
Make an investigation check.
I will. Actually, no, I won't. Because I'll be kind of getting.
I'll pop out of wolf
I'll
form.
assist.
Okay, make an investigation check with advantage then.
There was also mention of taking her corpse. Fee is also up for that.
I mean, technically, you could just take her now.
22.
Okay. You search her body. You find on her her spell book. You also find her. You have her black rose that she was wearing. She has an amulet around her neck and a very fancy wand that's tucked in, as well as her her staff.
Yeah, I take all of it and throw it in the bag, and we'll deal with that later.
Is there? You go.
Oh, okay. I would like to do kind of two things. One, I would like to wolf myself, and then two, I would like to locate creature and see if I can detect Orion within 1,000 feet of here.
Okay, you pop out of wolf form. You concentrate for a moment. There is no detection, no response.
He's not within 1,000 feet.
In that case, let's just get out of here.
Is there a particular plane we want to try and get to, or do we just want to go to a plane and see where it takes us?
The material plane would seem advisable. We need to recover from this and plan our next move.
I would also like to let everyone know that I sent that gem or stone back to my home plane in the dream plane. It's probably best that either we or I go and retrieve and study whatever that is.
Would it be a safe place for us to go to?
Safe, yes, but there isn't really much else there I can offer you.
That's fine. Safety is all we need.
Okay, my next question is: have we got anything that can tie us to there?
If
Me.
she's from there, she will be enough. Probably might be enough of a link.
What about, do you have a holy symbol or something?
Yeah,
Anna, may I borrow it?
of course. I hand over my crystal ball.
I hold the crystal ball, I flick out the cloth,
Okay.
and I jump through.
Okay, so you flick out the cloth and you just basically flip it out on the ground.
Yep.
Make a charisma check.
I can't wait for this to be the thing that kills us.
All right. So,
I'm waiting for the water plane to just appear at some point.
charisma check.
Yes.
Okay. 19.
19.
Uh-oh.
I can't remember if high is good or bad.
I've got a clue.
Should be good.
I'm hoping.
You don't look good.
What troubles me is he's rolled at least one, if not two dice, and he's looking perplexed.
Okay. So as you step through step through the portal, you suddenly find yourself, you feel the heat vanish from around you.
Okay.
And it is met with cold. Frigid ice that spreads.
Out of the frying pan into the freezer?
What do I see?
Make a perception check.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Okay. You look around, you can see that it is just essentially a wide expanse of ice that is crackling everywhere. You look above you and you can see that there is lightning in the gloomy sky just arcing across.
Huh.
What also seems to catch your attention is that in some of the larger shards of ice that come up, it looks as if there are burning cold flames, like sort of icy blue flames burning within the ice.
Right, okay.
You've gone to hell.
I
Is
mean,
From Anna's perspective,
Let me see.
does this look like home?
It does not look like home, but you've seen Kalatar flick the
Why did you jump?
on the ground, and then he dropped, which meant he dropped in and then popped back up immediately.
That's not home. Do I know where this is?
Make an Arcana check.
Arcana.
This is Asher as Anna.
Anna. I'm seeing
I
it.
know where I am.
This is home. Arcana.
Oh, it's definitely not home unless someone's having a nightmare.
18.
This is not home.
Do I know where I am?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, I forgot the 9.
No.
That's the best roll. So, am I on this plane?
Yeah, basically you've dropped in through the you've essentially done the thing where you like
Well,
in the Portal video game, yeah, essentially where you sort of jumped through, and you've gone feet first. You've gone feet first out of it, and you go.
I look through the portal and I go, I don't know where I am.
I don't know where you are either.
How long does this thing portal stay open for?
Not very long.
It stays open until you close it.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh,
Just stay open.
we have time to have the conversation. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. Until you hear, as you remember, the upper layers of the ziggurat that is part of the Scorch Lord's building, and you can start to see one of those starting to crack and crumble above you.
You know what? Out now. I'm going in.
I guess we go.
Okay, here we go.
You'll drop in.
YOLO.
I hand Anna her crystal ball back and I go, I don't know if the crystal ball wasn't strong enough, if I wasn't strong enough, if something went wrong with this thing.
You know what? We don't pass blame. I just jump through the hole.
I fold it up. As
Yeah,
soon
you
as I
hear
walk
that. You
through.
hear the sudden cracking of stone, and as you just go to fold up, you just see a big rock coming down towards your face. Close up.
And I can't use it for another 5 hours.
5 more hours. Okay.
We should find somewhere to take shelter until we can try to use that again. Can I see anything that looks like it may be shelter?
Make a perception check.
I would like to get my shield out and also look for somewhere.
21.
With advantage. Okay. We'll wait for Cedric to make his roll.
19.
Okay. Two of you looking around, it is just a vast wasteland of ice and lightning. There's a few shells of ice that have burst out from the sea that you are standing on that could be used as shelter.
Does anyone bloody know where we are?
I will look
Can I
around.
make a
Yeah, I mean,
Can I make a planes knowledge check?
Make an Arcana check.
I will assist.
Okay.
I think we're somewhere cold. Does that help?
Asher is going to speak a command word, and her Shatterfang is
Oh.
going to burst into flame. For heat.
I thought I might have some actual knowledge about this, but it turns out I don't.
How much Shatterfang burst into flame? What's that from?
Helm of
Sorry?
Brilliance.
Oh, the Helm Brilliance. Gotcha. Sorry, I was talking to Connor.
12.
Not a clue.
Let's head for one of those ice shelves. It will give us some shelter. Maybe we could even find or make a cave.
Sure.
I'm game for that.
Okay. You make your way through the various bits of ice. It takes you maybe an hour or so before you eventually reach one that is big enough that you could use as a shelter. Yes, Jared?
Sorry, seeing as time's passing, can I chug some potions?
Yes.
Good.
If anyone needs any healing potions, I'm happy to hand some.
Oh, no. I mean, I still have the ones I bought when I was giving them out to everyone. So, I'll just chuck my 3 regular ones.
Okay.
Don't raise his hand as well.
Sorry, Don. Yes.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, Kalatar, do you have enough magic left to summon your magical dome? That would keep us out safe and protected from the cold.
Let me just consult my
Reserves.
and I will get back to you. Yes, I have just enough reserves left for that sort of spell.
So, against one of the ice shelves so less conspicuous, and then just make camp.
Yeah, that's
Best.
took the word right out of my mouth there. I look for a place where I can effectively prop the dome up against.
Okay, you're kind of at that point now where you're coming to. There's a big ice shelf that has struck out, sort of kind of like Pride Rock in Lion King.
Nice.
Where it's just sort of that big spiky thing, but you're just at the base of it.
How in danger do we potentially look from where we are?
In what sense? From the ice collapsing on you, or
Anything?
make a perception check?
25.
You do not see anyone around. There's nothing nearby.
Is it dangerously cold or just unpleasant?
It's a little bit unpleasant. It's not the extremes of. It's not like the extremes of heat that you had in the plane of fire. It's probably. It's not going to be good for you. It's probably equivalent to when you were wandering around Niflheim. That short burst that you were. It's not going to do you too much good to be out exposed for too long. But
Okay. In which case, I want to try and ritual cast
okay,
the tiny hut, and if anything appears and looks threatening, I will drop the ritual cast and just use my spell slot.
I do want actually for everyone to make a Constitution saving throw for me. I just realised something.
+3 to everyone.
Yep.
So, ooh, a natural 20.
Okay. Athena?
22.
Cedric?
18.
0?
21.
Foundling?
Hang on, sorry, I've forgotten how to do maths. 23.
Okay, you're all fine. It was the shock of traversing between extreme heat to extreme cold. So you just managed to resist against it because it does do weird things to your body if you go from one extreme to the other very quickly.
Nah, it's nice. It's like, Finland, like going from the sauna into the snow.
Yeah, but
I mean, it could give us quite a severe case that runs if we're not careful.
yeah, it is going from the desert to the South Pole, standing on the sun to go into Antarctica. It's not great, but the spell up, dome up quite handily, and it is a lot more comfortable now for you.
I'm going to remain in the middle of the dome.
Yes.
Just clutching my handicap stand.
Okay.
Anna is gonna, while Kalatar's casting the dome, is gonna cast a 4th level prayer of healing.
Okay.
Nice.
And actually, I will cast Healing Spirit.
Okay.
That gets us for 28 points
28 points to everyone.
to everyone.
How is it we're working this out of combat?
Well, I think it's the way that it works in combat. I think the way
Yeah,
they
it's been errated now.
Yeah, the errata on it is that you can do it a number of times. I think it's 1 plus your wisdom modifier, spellcasting ability modifier. Is how many? Is
It's not
that?
as powerful now.
No, so it's basically 1d6 as to depending on what level you cast it at per uses.
So my healing spirit can heal 7 times.
What level are you casting it at? Or are you doing it multiple times?
No, just once, but it says the spirit can heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Which is
So I
what?
rolled 2 plus 5 is 7.
Was it 2 plus 5? Or is it what? I thought you said 1 plus it's just
One plus
spellcasting
your
ability.
spell
1d. Oh, 1 plus. Sorry, I
It
thought
was-
it was 1d6.
it was
So
1d6.
sorry.
It'd be 6 times, I remember.
So 6 times.
Yes. 1d6, 6 times. Brings it slightly more on the spell. It's still a lot.
So 6 people can have 6 points of healing.
There you go. Who is the most fucked?
41.
I don't need any really.
So
I would
everyone apart from Foundling then. Just for ease.
How much? Sorry, 6.
Level 6.
Oh, now.
Once the dome's up,
Yes.
we're sheltering, I presume. So
Yeah.
if we are doing that, then I would like to unattune from my armor of fire +1.
Okay.
And put back on the
Scale mail.
The scale mail, yeah. And
Yep.
then also I would like to attune to the staff of healing.
Okay.
I think it's attunement. It is.
Up here, yes.
Can I cast Identify on all of Roywin's stuff?
Yes, you can. So, sitting down and having a look at the various items that she has. What are you starting with?
I'm gonna do them all, so let's start at the most boring looking stuff and work our way up.
If there's any kind of skill checking involved, just as, I don't know if there is, but I will guidance.
Are we having a short rest, effectively?
I think we're having a long rest. Or are we just camping out for the night, I think.
I think this is it now, if I'm honest.
You have also only been awake for 2 hours. Admittedly, yes, you would be exhausted, but
Yeah.
On
so
the
we're
other
just-
hand,
we're just
we
getting
only
now.
need to rest for 5 hours until we can plane hop again.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
sitting tight, really.
yeah, it's just
We've
sitting
got,
tight
eight,
for the
we've
moment.
got 8 hours in here.
Bear with me as I just
I will have kind of painted.
painted the dome as sort of
Uh,
icy white.
Yeah, exactly the same colour as whatever we're up against.
Okay. It's a little unnatural because of the shape of it, but beyond that, at a distance, no one's going to care. Okay, so the items that you have found on her, the robe is a robe of the Archmagi in black. The amulet is an amulet of health. The wand is a wand of the War Mage +2, and the staff is a staff of Dunamancy. You also get the sense from the robe of the Archmagi that that can only be attuned to an evil creature.
I mean, that would also make sense because you wouldn't give us that. It's a very, very, very powerful robe.
For the staff of Dunamancy, I'll give you this. The staff of polished grey wood bears numerous runes carved along its length. The staff has 10 charges and regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges at dawn. When you expend the last charge, you roll d20 on a 1, staff turns to dust and is destroyed. While holding the staff, you can use an action to expend 2 or more of its charges to cast one of the following spells using your save DC and spell attack bonus: Fortune's Favour, Pulse Wave, Gravity Sinkhole.
Whoa.
And if you are holding the staff and fail a saving throw against the spell that targets only you, you can turn your failed save into a successful one. You then can't use that until the next dawn. But it does require attunement by a wizard.
Cool, so none of us.
Very, very, very expensive, though, probably.
What were the other 2 items that none of us can use?
War Mage. So we can't use the Robe of the Archmagi or the Staff of Dunamancy.
Yeah,
The
sorry.
other is an Amulet of Health, which I assume puts your Constitution to +4.
19. Yeah.
And the Wand of the War Mage +2.
Yes. All 4 attunement items. So it basically gives you a +2 to your spell attack modifier in the units of focus.
I explain what all these things are to everyone, and offer them out if anyone wants them.
Question.
Yes.
My armor,
Yes.
does it still work as...
Well, it still has a regular armor if you're not attuned to it. You just don't get the resistance to fire.
So it still counts as a +2 set of studded leather armor?
Yeah.
Cool.
But you just don't get the fire resistance.
That's cool. I will keep it on. Because it's better than my other armor that I got.
Fair.
Is anyone else after that amulet of health?
Everyone.
No.
I seem to have come through the last couple of battles relatively unscathed, so I don't think I need it.
I'm happy for someone else to have it if they want it.
I don't believe that item would give me any benefit.
What does it do, sorry?
But your con 19.
Yeah, +4 to your con.
Well, your con becomes a +4 modifier.
Yeah. You get a
Does
lot
that
of
also
health.
give you a health point?
Yeah.
Yeah, it increases your. Yeah, it gives you basically 1 per level for each.
You'd get an extra
for the
12.
difference. Well, it depends on how powerful your con is, but yeah.
Lyra's only got a +2 bonus at the minute.
So it would give you 22 extra hit points.
Yeah.
But it is attunement.
It is attunement. I'm only attuned to 2 things.
That's true.
Well, it makes a very easy choice then.
I was going to say.
But there's also fee to consider.
It would only give her a +1, so it feels like a bit of a waste.
On the other hand, you are possibly the most in need of hit points. I don't know.
I mean, kinda, but then again, after this level up, I'm about to take something that should make me much harder to hit. So, yeah.
Well, in that case, unless anyone really does want it, I would quite like the Amulet of Health.
Go for it.
How about I compromise with you, as the Amulet of Health looks astonishingly like the same one round Anna's neck. I will take the robe, and someone else can have my amulet.
Anna's
If
giving up
it
her
is,
amulet.
Anna's giving up her amulet in exchange of taking an evil item away.
I mean, fair.
if anyone would like it that much, if not, then
Anna's evil.
no, it's just a bog standard trade.
She just likes black robes.
I was so close to trying to hit that.
Trying. Failing.
Sorry,
I'm really
was there
trying.
a prayer of healing cast at some point?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
31 hit points.
31.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
I did that.
Was a level 4 one. So
Nice.
Yeah, I must have done.
I thought why Deeb was ritual casting the dome. It's the only time you can use a 10-minute spell.
I think I can take the time to attune to the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you essentially saying, Connor, that that's now 2 amulets of health in the pool, or is your amulet something else?
My amulet is an amulet of health if you want it, but of
I mean,
course
if no one's going to use it, no one
I'm
else
using it.
wants it. It sounded like you were going to get rid of it.
Well, I was offering a trade for one of the other items. If you desperately wanted it, she would yield.
No, that's all good.
Okay.
Right. As you're taking this time to rest and recuperate, you can see down below you the ice in some areas is quite clear, so you can see quite well through it. It is a very thick chunk of ice, but it's obviously frozen in a very rapid way, or there is a clear tunnel underneath it. that has taken some chunk out, things that creatures burrow underneath the ice. But as you sit there, just sort of watching around, you just see a large looming shape just swim past, a large multi-tendril squid-like creature.
Oh, fuck it.
Far larger than any you have ever seen before. It brings you, Cavatar, in particular mind of a myth of a kraken swimming underneath the ice.
Oh, God.
I'm great friends with old octopi. I'm sure it'll be fine.
That's not a creature that you want
As he says that, two little arms come out of his satchel and spring straight back in again because it's too tall for them.
It's not a creature that we want to try and make friends with. I know I made friends with a dragon, and that was not wise. However, that thing,
What is it?
That's a kraken.
It's a kraken. As creatures go, it is one of the most wonderful things that you can ever see, but it's also fucking deadly.
As it goes sort of swimming past, you keep track for a moment, and then there's another bit of movement out the corner of your eye. And there's another one, but much smaller, just swimming behind it.
Child.
Baby kraken swimming behind. I mean, it's still the size of a...
It's still be large.
It's still the size of an estate car, just sort of following behind its mummy. But
Does that tell you where we are? If we're seeing a
Where I
kraken.
am?
No.
Not a clue. And I continue hugging my backpack.
Yep. But some more time spent looking around, particularly you, Cedric, you do notice some of the creatures that do wander off in this distance. You see a small pride of woolly mammoths just sort of off in the distance, maybe 200 feet or so away. Just sort of plodding along, not really too far down. But as you're sort of watching, your eyes catch movement on one of the ice shelves off to the side, where you see a few spears being chucked down at the mammoths, and these large, chitinous, reptilian kind of creatures, sort of insect-like, scurry over the top and descend upon the mammoths.
Nothing I've seen before.
No, these are familiar to you. These are ice devils.
Ice devils?
Yep.
Guys.
Just descend on the mammoths and start tearing it apart to make meat.
Those are ice devils.
Yeah.
Just out of character, I feel like I immediately guessed where we were straight away, but I feel
First level of hell.
Matter.
No, I know.
Wait, no, it's the sixth layer.
I mean,
We fought Geryon, and Geryon had ice devils and everything, and he was the lord of the sixth layer of hell.
Fifth layer.
Fifth. There you go. That was close enough.
So we should probably get out here as soon as we can.
Or we could go get George.
Basically, we just need to sit tight, keep quiet so that nothing passing by hears us, and wait.
In seeing both a kraken and a woolly mammoth and everything, I decide to not be that scroungy, so I'm going to do another third level prayer of healing. More to make myself feel better.
I'm full health, so.
I'm not. Another 19 points of healing. You guys might be, but my characters are.
I mean, that puts me up to I'm about 3/4.
Both Asher and Anna are just about at half now.
Who gets the fire of healing?
Connor needs his triple digis.
Anyone who.
Hey, when you get to triple digits, you want to stay there as long as possible. And you get very upset when he drops to 2. It's like, oh.
There's a reason why both my characters got hit with a moon and walked away from it. One
You
took
all
off.
got hit with the moon.
Hang on, Anna didn't walk away from it.
No, the disintegrate kind of stopped
that
that.
was.
Yeah.
Hey, I could have done it in the other order if you wanted. Could have hit with the moon, then disintegrated.
I mean, if you're fast, you just get out of the way of the moon.
If.
Anna, do you want a healing potion as well?
No, I should be fine now.
Asking him for a drink.
Can I buy you a drink? I mean, I've already given one to her, so
That's fair.
So, what's the plan?
I think get out of it. But
We could try to reach the dream plane again, or we could just go back to the material plane.
Did we say we were short resting?
Yeah, it's essentially you're taking a short rest, I think, was the plan. You're essentially waiting for another 4 hours before the portal becomes available to you.
Woo! I get my key back.
I'm not using any hit dice, but it means I get my channel divinity back.
Channel Divinity, but not Divine Intervention.
Where do you check hit dice on Beyond D&D?
When you do a short rest button,
Click the short rest button, it tells you how many you've got left. As long as
then
you...
you have to roll it and add the hit points manually.
Yeah, cool.
Get all my rages back as well.
Do you get them back at this level?
I think so. I didn't actually check. I assume I do.
20.
Rages.
Oh no, they're a long rest.
Yeah, they're long rest.
I still have 2 left, but
Yeah.
only used 1.
I think it's because
Meteor counts as damage.
Yeah, I was sort of saying, in comparison to other abilities, Rage is you get more of them.
Hey, I'm at my new full.
Got a new full.
Hey, I'm at over 100 hit points now.
Hey.
It's nice.
I am fully healed, but not over it. No.
Likewise.
90 something, aren't you? All right. So,
I mean, having D10s as hit dice helps.
yeah. So, spending some more time just keeping an eye on everything that's going on. You do catch a glimpse of a long, like centipede-like creature bursting out of the ice, looking around.
What colour?
Or like blue, whitey thing.
That's what I'm worried about.
Burst out of the ice, maybe 300 feet away from you, to seemingly ambush or eat the remainder of the mammoths that have been left behind, and sort of snap on it. Before then, it burrows off, going away from you. That's another one!
I was thinking, hang on, it can sniff things from under the ground. Whoa.
Well, it has tremor sense, but. But
Yes.
time passes, the 5 hours eventually end. So the time is still yours. If there's anything you wish to do, any discussions you want to have, any plans you wish to make during those 5 hours of chit chat and nonsense.
I think the place we need to aim for is the material plane.
Yes. Agreed.
I think we've got a better chance of coercing this thing to get us there than trying to get to the dream plane or any other plane.
It should be our starting point, really.
If we do struggle to get there this time, I'm assuming we can't just keep trying. I think I can actually banish us all back to... Oh, actually, Lyra, you're not from the Imperial plane. Okay, no, scratch that plan.
So
We've taken out 2 members of the cult. That's progress.
we have
Lyra. We need to take out.
Lyra, have you still got stats, or someone had a map of the cult?
The cult's
Pretty
mobilization.
sure Tom has it, but
So, we believe we have killed the Scorch Lord.
we're fairly sure we have. He was
If
quite
not,
dead.
we've messed up a rebel group.
Yes.
And
When this is over, I think I will be returning to that fireplace.
And
Try to
the
keep
Arcanist.
I'm doing
The
what's right.
Arcanist, Roywin, and the Scorch Lord are now dead.
I agree with Foundling. Foundling was saying that he wants to return and basically help with the rebellion plan.
Once we've dealt with the cult.
Yeah.
Okay.
once we've dealt with the cult, I've got other things to do. I may not be able to help with you with that.
Who else do we
That,
need to get?
that is fine. I'm thinking long term.
To elaborate. So, I believe someone else wants to elaborate.
I mean, by the time we finish with the cult, they may have liberated themselves still. We don't know, but
I don't think that's our concern for now.
no.
No. They at least are not being manipulated by the Scorch Lord anymore.
Yeah, be liberated only to be used as pawns in, well, yeah.
So we're going back to the prime material plane.
I think that's our best place to aim for.
We're going to try.
Safest.
And then what?
Work out our next step. I know we haven't got effectively long, but I think we're effectively safer if we're on the prime material.
Well, if we're heading towards the prime material plane, I may suggest returning back to Jorvik for a brief term. I did set a few people in charge of trying to find out where this music keeps coming from, and also to help root out people in the Cold of the Void.
I would also like to see Geranilus again, and we should tell him that if we've killed Roywin.
It was big news for them over there. It would bring them great happiness to find that she was handled in such a way.
Do we get to pick where we appear in the plane, or is it just random?
That is what I'm about to find out.
I think it's random. But there we
If it is random, I can still get us to Jorvik, because I know the teleportation circle there, and I still have the energy to cast the spell.
But you know the ability, but I want to read it because I know it says DM specifies.
Yeah.
It's technically the DM's choice.
DM chooses where it.
But I've given you guys, because you've got items that link to many of the planes, I've given you, like, the person who uses it makes a spellcasting check on it to try and get them through, or charisma check as Keltar.
It moves my spellcasting check.
Yeah.
Really keep photos.
So I decide where it leads. So. I decided to put the element of chaos into it because it's more fun.
I mean, yeah.
You can try and influence it.
That all makes sense. Jorvik is as good a place as any.
What do you mean? I was trying to figure out where
They may be able to assist us in getting a message to Nordak Eversharp as well. He would probably want to know what we've achieved.
Also, hi Danny, who I'm standing somewhat off camera next to Ross. And yes, I do say hi.
Even though Ross is the only one that can hear us because he's got headphones on.
Well, I can read Ross's lips, apparently.
Well, say hi, Danny, for us.
Yeah.
everyone says hi.
Hi, everyone.
We did not say fuck you to Danny. God, Ross. Anyway.
Danny said fuck you all too.
Yeah.
Didn't move it quick enough. No.
There we go.
For the remainder of the time that we're there, I would just kind of sit and stare.
Okay. Thinking of all your shattered hopes and dreams.
Hold one hand on the bag.
Yep.
And the other just kind of on the chest.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anna,
Yes.
would you be able to retrieve the bag? I saw it disappear. I don't know where you'd sent it to your god.
It's currently residing. Well, my god took it there. It wasn't personally him.
Yeah.
I doubt he still has it, but I can definitely. I can find it. I know where it is. I just think it's probably safer if I keep it there. You know, it's quite a tricky place to find yourself.
Well, we failed to find it.
It's not a place.
I was just wondering if we may be able to use. Yeah, it must have had some purpose.
Whatever it is, that woman definitely wanted it and wanted it with all of her heart. It cost her her life in order trying to retrieve it. I will be doing my best to find out why she wanted it so badly.
Didn't she say you have the Scorch Lord, not the Scorch Lord's gem? It does sound like
Oh.
maybe it's some sort of way of sealing his soul. Maybe
Was she?
maybe it's a fail safe. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll have to retrieve it and spend some time with it.
It's the Horcrux.
If you need, I mean, to hire a bunch of people to study it, I know a great institution that has a lot of people that like studying things.
Is that the same institution we believe that someone may be following us or tattling?
There was potential.
I have a nasty, suspicious mind sometimes.
Sometimes the nastiest minds come up with the best ideas.
I mean, that's true.
Never said that when George was around.
No,
Yes,
no,
the butter knife.
Just Keladar stood it a lot.
The butter knife.
Hey, it sort of worked.
Kind of fun.
Anyway, can we shall we try and see where this takes us this time before, another kraken turns up or a mammoth rolls its way through here or Gaeon turns up. I do believe he's not best pleased with your group.
Does anyone have anything with a connection specifically to your thing?
Asher holds out her sword.
Asher, just Asher.
Are you using Asher as the focus or Shackling?
I kind of get the sense that Asher wouldn't want to kind of just.
Asher will do whatever it takes to get off this fucking ice ring.
What about your armor? That was forged there, wasn't it?
Was indeed.
That should give it a good strong.
So was the sword.
I just put one. No, just one hand on Asher's breast.
Plate.
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 No, I will just hold out my hands to Asher.
Okay.
Hands plate.
I clasp both of them and think of home.
There's no place like home. There's no
I
place like home.
click my big steel boots 3 times.
You do that. Kellatar then has to try and wiggle his hand out so he can unfold the Well of the Many Worlds. Because
Okay,
he can't do it once.
one. And then
Make a critical check.
8. What other one? 3.
Does Fee has a bag of holding, doesn't she?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Whilst this is happening, so I'm just going to be scooping up some snow
Okay.
and giving it to Fee and saying, Fee, can you just put this in your bag? I'm hoping you.
I actually have a bag like that, but which keeps things colder. Would that
probably better, to be fair.
I say it's gonna melt. Like it's just gonna be water.
I didn't know whether it was because it's airless, but
It's not airless. It's got 10 minutes of air. So
just in case that we ever need to come back here again, this might be a good focus.
There.
Yeah. Put some snow from wherever this is in the
I don't know
bag.
where we are, but I'm going to put some snow in the bag of colding then.
You have in the bag of colding snow of a place.
Put that down.
shape it like a turd,
I don't think I have anything else which I could have like maintain.
Hey.
So. Wait. Oh no.
No, go on.
No,
Yep.
it's fine. Even if it turns into water, it still look from this plane, so it's not the worst.
Of there, yeah. Okay.
Actually, I just went ahead on this journey and drank 3 potions, and I would usually save my bottles because I'm kind of thrifty like that. Do I just want to, give the bottles? You can have these bottles if you want.
Yes, it was just an idea.
Oh god.
Okay. So as you throw down the portal and against the side of the ice, you look through and
I was
there's
to
just
say, I don't make the same mistake. I
No.
look through first.
So as you look through, there is a big flurry of snowstorm blowing directly at you.
Just open up another plane to here.
Okay, good
We
luck
turn
with-
around and there we are. Like, oh.
This isn't looking much better.
Do I have any sense where that might be?
Make an Arcana check.
But for Vikings. 17.
17. Looking through, squinting through the snowstorm, it looks possibly elemental. And a lot of ice.
I mean, I get the feeling it's better than here. Even
Well,
if
I'm
Objective,
not
we've
sure
been
about
here
that.
for 8 hours and nothing's happened yet.
You've been here for 5
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah,
Given
5
the-
hours and no one's died.
Given that we're not entirely sure where here exactly is,
I
Don't know where there exactly is either.
I've seen quite a few things die here, so
Yes. Can you see any Kraken or Devils? Sorry.
not from this point of view.
Lyra, make for me an Arcana check, please. Just plain, plain of knowledge.
Unfortunately, I'm
roll.
not actually proficient in Arcana.
I know, but you've got
Hashtag guidance.
hashtag guidance.
Is that an extra D4?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought I'd try and shout it before you roll.
11.
Fuck
You have
him.
no idea.
Could I make a check?
Sure.
Guidance.
Arcana check.
I will guidance just in case there's a
Oh, there's my D4.
with a double guidance.
So that was bad. No, yeah, I just rolled
Can I make it? I'm just kidding.
14.
How much?
14.
14? No.
I rolled a 3. I mean,
Better in there than it is here.
The only thing you've done is you burst the bubble, by the way, so the dome is gone. I want to get you into a position so you could lay it on the side of the
Oh,
road
right, okay, yeah, fair enough.
rather than on the ground. But there is just a snowstorm coming through, and that's actually snow starting to drift through now at this point.
I mean,
It actually seems less hospitable. This is cold, but there isn't a snowstorm.
although we have just lost our dome.
I mean, I can cast that again.
Oh, okay.
It's up to you guys.
How much longer until... Oh, we won't know until it's...
Won't know until I
Close it.
close it up.
Oh, bloody close this. I'm not going to go and freeze my tits off somewhere worse.
I will close the Well of Many Worlds.
Okay. Over the 8.
And we cannot use it for another 4 hours. Sake.
What do you roll when you get there?
A D8.
Well, it could be worse.
It could be.
It could be significantly
a lot worse.
better.
However,
Okay.
I
I
will.
will also remind you guys that you do have Ruin's spellbook as a thing that's just lying around that you could have been looking through.
I will throw my arms in there.
Okay.
yeah, I wouldn't mind looking through that spell book.
Okay.
I will ritual.
All the spellcasters gather around the spell book to have a peruse.
Dome goes back up. Kafina, make an Arcana check.
I will just be keeping watch for anything, any potential danger.
Yeah, I'm on watch as well, because we're not nerdy wizards.
Asher puts on her armor.
27.
27. Okay. You spend the
That's what I
time.
should have rolled a minute ago.
Spend your time looking through the spells. You recognise a lot of the magic that is on there. A lot of things are within the wheelhouse of a sorcerer. Obviously, the way that it's written is unusual to you because obviously you're used to sort of knowing magic and just being able to do it as opposed to having to study it. But it's an interesting read. There is a few spells that do draw your attention though. Aside from the much more higher power magic,
So great a deed.
there are things about summoning devils. There are spells for summoning devils as part of Ruin's abilities. There's also a spell that you recognise, although it is not one that you can cast, but it is a spell that has been known to produce another body for a creature.
Ooh.
If it dies, its soul goes somewhere else.
Okay.
Luke, while they're all doing that, for the last like 8 hours or so, can Asher have been reading her book while doing fuck all?
Yeah, well, you guys have been here for 4 hours, so she read another 4 hours of her book.
Sweet.
No, you were walking for an hour, and then
I
you
w-
rested before.
Yeah, so
I'll-
4 hours, and I'll read for another 4 hours until something else happens.
You can spend another 4 hours just sitting here doing anything in particular.
That spell, sorry, you said transfer the soul elsewhere. Does it specify what kind of elsewhere? Like to another body, to an
It transfers it into a replicated body.
replicated body? Okay. So I'll relay that information to everyone, and angrily, because I now realize Roywin's probably still alive, and I want to. This is what's making me pissed. I didn't grab a piece of her corpse because I really wanted to have a tangible way to cast shit against her, but.
I thought you said you were going to grab something.
I was saying
I wanted to, but then
you
I
said
don't
you
know
were
if
up
it
for
happened
it.
or not. Sorry?
You said you were up for it, but then that was the last thing you said on it. So
Yeah. I don't know. It was a lot of talking, and yeah, I guess I didn't really. Plus, I mean, it's a bloody corpse. Fee's not exactly enjoying around bloody corpses. She wants to. She just didn't, I guess.
I will see if I can make a mental connection without casting anything. Just see if I can.
To whom? Who's
My
trying to
friend.
connect it? Okay. You sort of reach out for a little while and sort of sit and concentrate. And there's a probe. You just feel something poke back. What is it?
Nothing, my lord. So I just wanted to see if I could reach you from anywhere.
You sound far away.
I am. I'm not entirely sure where I am.
That is unfortunate.
That was my thinking as well.
Be sure to return as soon as you may.
I certainly will.
Anything else?
No, that was it, really. Just wanted to hear your voice again.
No, the connection is severed.
Cool. I know that I can do that.
Just like, just want to see how you're going, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Just catch up with
it.
you, boo.
Yeah.
I just called to
Look
say
cute, man.
I
So,
love you.
Just,
If we can't,
just out.
Hang on. Cedric's got a thing.
if we can't be bothered to wait for 4 more hours, then I could ask Gondomir if he can get us out of here.
I mean, that could work.
You can plane shift, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, just out of interest, that conversation, was it all kind of in my head, or was I saying what I was saying?
It was all in your head.
Oh, that's right.
Aww.
Yes.
Was he by any chance mumbling the words that I could lip read them?
You know, with your perception, yeah, you would kind of have picked up his just sort of gentle mouth movements.
Instantly suspicious.
Oh, kill him now.
Kill him before he kills us. Okay.
Yeah,
Do we want? Should I get Gondomir here? Do we want to try
Sure.
that?
Sure, we've had 2 attempts with this. Well, we've had 3 attempts now with this thing. And one of them has actually taken us to where we want to go.
I will rub the ring.
Okay, and there was a whoosh. Ah, why did you bring me here? It's very, very cold.
Do you know where we are? Guidance.
I have no idea. This is not some. Is this the elemental plane of ice? I do not know.
I don't know. I was hoping you might know, but we do want to get out of here. Can you do that for us?
Oh yeah, I can take us back to my plane.
Anna, do you want to greet our new friend?
Oh, yes, I kind of forget who has and hasn't met each other.
I think we all have, apart from Anna.
This is Gondomir.
Oh, hello.
Gondomir.
Good afternoon, Gondomir.
Would you like some schnitzel?
Maybe somewhere warmer.
I'm hoping you're going to say yoo-hoo.
Can you take us back to the material plane?
I do not have the ability, unfortunately. Not from here. I do not have my usual supplies to bring me here. But I know there is a portal in from the elemental plane of air.
Okay.
That will work.
Can you
I mean,
get us
not
close
being-
to that?
Bear with me as I get myself a little bit of knowledge about where it is exactly where we are going. I mean, I have to concentrate on.
I think actually I changed my mind. Can we go somewhere? Just keep picking different planes and be like, no, actually I changed my mind.
At the moment, the only one I can take us back to is to my plane. You can come to my house and you can get yourselves rested for the night.
That might not be a bad idea.
Where is it? There it
Can
is.
I just reveal?
It sounds safer than here.
Reveal a secret Rosphere. That Gundam is actually evil, and because this is like the third time he's asked if we want to go back to his place, and actually that we're going to go there, and he's going to entrap us there.
Do you think his pastries are made of people? This is kind of like the Hansel and Gretel policy. Yeah, yeah.
Don't give the
Candy
DM
house.
ideas.
Just
The
now
house
and then,
is
he's just like, do you want to come
pastries.
back? Do you want to come back to my plane? And I'm like,
Do I?
but yes, I do.
Go back to his place for some scrying and chill.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're all going to come back to my place, then I'm glad I tidied.
I can't imagine you're a very messy man.
Well, but the flowers get everywhere. I do a lot of baking. I'm on my own a lot. It's been so lonely. It'd be quite nice to have guests once again. So, are you all ready to come?
I believe so.
Always.
Okay, hold your hands, and we will get ourselves there. Hold your hands, and he concentrates for a moment, and you blink out of existence. Just out. End of the campaign.
That's
Thank you,
all
guys. No. Where is it? It's not.
Cool. So he's prepared so much that we found the one place he hadn't prepared.
Elemental plane of air. Well, no. The problem with the elemental plane of air is that it doesn't have as much in the way of geography specified because it's basically just air. All right. As you appear, you find yourself on a rock, a lump of rock that is just floating within the airs. Temperature is much more mild. There is a single house sat on this rock. It's also pretty much about the size of Buckingham Palace.
It's not made of
Wow.
I'm gonna move. So over here, this is part of Arca. Arca, AAGA, QA, sorry.
Arca.
Arca.
Sorry, I heard Arga. I was thinking.
Arca. This is my home. It has been spun off from the main connection, but it is held in place by civilian bridges. Do come in. I can get you some of the schnitzel, and we can and some of the strudel, and we can rest up. There are plenty of rooms for you to be able to rest in.
Thank you. It is very impressive.
Much appreciated, Gundam.
Beautiful house.
There are sort of spires of silver that entwine going out from some of the taller parts of the building. It's just a huge, long, straight. Sorry, I should probably shrink it down towards the right proportions for you, because obviously it is big enough for him, so it is essentially too big for you guys. So it does shrink down a little bit from your. There's sort of a swirl as it just sort of shrinks the proportions. He is now the same height as Cedric.
That is mighty impressive.
It's still pretty big, but half the size of Buckingham Palace.
So Windsor Castle.
Yeah. I do kind. As there is food to the kitchen. Just off the right, and it is a grand, stately home. Like kind of, you just imagine the opulence you can get. It's just comfortable. It is warm. There are tapestries sort of gently flapping on the walls. There is silver filigree on most aspects of here. Do make yourself at home. The kitchen is through there. We can we can discuss things at a later point. Yes, you are very injured, and I think you would probably want to get some rest. So you might also want some new clothes because those ones look very singed.
They are mildly, but
It's been a bit of a day.
No, I can imagine. Also, technically, I do have to go back into the ring, but I'll come out here again in a short while. So, bear with me. So, what can I do? He just walks back in through the kitchen.
I'm happy to just look for a nice, comfy chair, frankly.
Oh yeah, the chairs are light as an air when you sit on them. They are very, very comfortable.
I'm sure they are.
You sort of wander through, and it's not what you're kind of expecting with like inflatable furniture. It is actually it is like stuff like goose down kind of cushioning on all of the chairs. So, but when you sit on them, it doesn't really move too much. It's not solid, but it's like the pillows are kind of to be inflated somewhat. So it moves with you like a shock absorber, but it doesn't deflate under your weight.
I carefully sit myself in one and kind of lean back flat.
And then as you're sitting there, your feet just slowly come up. Like there's a little footstool underneath.
Ask Gundermere where the portal is.
The portal is it's right in the middle of the in Agra. There's a small building that we all use to get ourselves in and out of the material plane for those of us that are summoned and chained, into servitude.
Oh, well, Gundermere, you must know that you're no servant of ours. You are a esteemed friend.
Oh no, I know. But technically, I am indebted to you, and I do have to obey certainly his commands.
I try to make them as simple and as breezy as possible for you.
Well, no, I fully appreciate that, and I do not hold any ill will against you. It was my own fault for getting myself trapped into this situation.
Is there anything we could do to free you?
I mean, you could wish for me to be free, and then I could be free.
Is it that simple?
Yeah.
And then we all cry.
If I did that, Gundermere, would you still help us?
I would be indebted to you. I would be your friend for life. I would not be summoned forth from the ring, so I wouldn't be able to connect you, but you came to us for favor. I might be able to help.
So the only way if we had making a connection to you would be to.
I could probably use the ring to be some sort of communication. You could ask, and if I'm not busy, then I can come along. Sometimes you have caught me whilst I'm on the pooper, and it has been most inconvenient. When I sometimes stand up on my legs all swirly, that's just to make it go away.
Gundermere, I would love to free you. My only just ignore it. My only concern is that when we're caught in a sticky situation, like we were a moment ago, where we had literal krakens swimming underneath our feet, we desperately need you.
Oh, I'm not going to beg for it. It is entirely up to your choice. I'm not going to be resentful for it at all. Would you like something to drink?
Yes, please.
Okay, I shall be back in a moment with tea and some cookies. Wanders off and gets the tea and some cookies.
Guys, we need to set him free. This is messed up.
I know.
I'm kind of with Ross.
We do need to.
I just don't think we should be handing all the power over now.
Once he gets us home, then we're good.
Well, it's just more of like, the Jin is your ally while he's tethered to the ring. When he's not tethered to the
We
ring.
haven't been abusive to him at all, so we shouldn't.
We also haven't let him go.
Yeah. Shouldn't is the key word.
You do suddenly realise as you're sat here, there is a wonderful smell that is wafting from here. It's like a fine perfume that is flowing, and there's music coming from a courtyard somewhere, to the back of a house.
What's the music for?
Are you asking Gundamir, or are you just asking me?
I'm asking Gundamir.
I just enjoy having some music around. See, the instruments are very soothing to me. And you tune your ear to
listen carefully with
listen carefully. And the musical ear you get, it's a very smooth jazz. Not that rough.
Of the 3 types of jazz,
Yes.
cool, hot, and what times does the tune start?
That's cool jazz.
Cool.
As cool as where we've just come from, or cooler?
A little bit cooler.
Gundamir, how is it that you came to be bound to the ring? You said it was your mistake. Do you mind if we get the story behind that?
Well, to a certain point, we the Jinn believes that servitude is a matter of fate and destiny, and that if it is, if it happens, we don't really enjoy being slaved, but if it happens, it happens. It's usually for either a reason or because we've done something stupid and we fucked up. In my case, I fucked up, and I got in the way of a partner of mine who was going to be bound into this ring. I wanted to save him, and then I got myself bound into this ring. And now he has gone off with this wonderful woman, and he has lovely children. And he says he never loves me. But and he starts babbling off. And,
Wow.
Insight check. Is he telling the truth?
make an insight check.
Do I believe?
He's just gonna start crying. She's not even caring if it's like a lie.
17.
Sad.
17. He's telling the truth. He's going off into a bit of a roundabout.
Jesus.
Poor bloke.
Poor Gundamir.
Imagine taking
That-
a bullet like that. Just
That was very noble of you.
How long ago was this?
Well, this was somewhere in the region of 600 years? Yeah, 600 years.
Whoa.
How long?
Oh.
We've had him for like
a year.
a year.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Not even that. It's been like less than 2 months.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Right.
didn't really think it was that.
you got him after.
You got him after you died.
So
You got him in the
you're
shadow
dead.
fell. You got him in the shadow fell.
You
Has
must
that
have-
only been 2 months?
Yeah.
Oh,
That is disgusting.
so much has happened.
over all
Oh.
that time? You must have had met some very interesting people.
Oh, there was the master that I had before you guys, and he was a real dick. He was the long beacon fucker. He was very demanding of what it was that I had to do for him, and he never let me out of the Shadowfell. That was about 500 years with him. And
I feel very sorry for you. You were-
oh, no, boy, it is apparently it's my destiny. Forgive me. I will have to get some. If any of the gentlemen will be available, and there are a couple of very tanned, sort of basically Aladdin style gentlemen walk through with just the vest and the long floofy trousers, and just sort of walking through carrying plates of wine and things. These are some of my
So
my
a
house
weird way to drink wine off a plate.
off a plate. In glasses, obviously. But these are some of my, I guess you would call them servants.
The slave has a slave.
Technically,
This is
they are.
why I'm not so.
Technically, we have slaves, but they are. I do not treat them in such a way. You've seen what they do in the elemental plane of fire. They do not. They do not treat their slaves nicely. These are my friends. We've enjoyed the good of the moment. I will stop now.
Can I insight check the slaves the moment he refers to them as friends?
Make an insight check.
Does he wince or anything? That's a good show.
Yeah, or is there like a bit of a glare or something is basically what I'm looking for. So that is a good roll, 23.
They are hard to read. They are very passive and seem very professional. They are not giving away anything.
They've probably been here for about 500 years. So.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Felt bad, but now I'm feeling conflicted. So good Gundamir, if you weren't bound by service, what would you be doing anything different with your life?
Well, I probably would have found love. I would have had brought up some babies. I would have probably dedicated more time to that and to study of the arts.
Okay.
It's the fucking saddest story. It's just...
Well, it is not much, but if we are going to be resting here for a while, that's just something that will be definitely free time for you, where we will not be calling.
That is true. If you want, I can certainly go to the market and I can do all sorts of things. I much enjoy my bed. I could do. That's a very good point. Excuse me for a moment.
Steve's gonna punch you in the leg.
Oh, I so wish I could mute myself. That's what I'll flex the rest of the game because I'll be laughing so hard.
Here's up for a while.
I presume the food and drink is all very nice, so there's everything else is there.
It is
airy.
It is gorgeous. It is light. It is the fruits that are provided are succulent. The wines are pungent and full-bodied. It is delicious and refreshing, and you feel very much at ease.
Whilst he's out of the room,
yes,
I would like to no, I'm not stealing anything. I would like to use detect magic though, the thingy of it.
Yes.
And is there anything magical in the room that we're in? I'd just like to survey the room and just see if there's anything unique or interesting or.
You guys in particular. There's a couple of little bits of magic here and there. Mostly it is of the conjuration variety, but it seemingly is small things like little speaker boxes that are transmitting music into the room and sort of helping the air circulate. So there's nothing major. Like the slates, unlike the ones that you saw in the Elemental Plane 5, they are not bound by some form of shackle. They seem to be quite free to potter about and have their time.
I say, Alexa, change song.
One of the servants says, "I do not believe that she is called Alexa. I think she's Alexei. I'll go and speak to her. I'll get them to change something. Is there any particular styles that you would prefer?"
Death metal.
Do you have any music from Fallacy?
Yeah, we do have some music from Fallacy. Bear with me. And he goes off and
phallic music.
Phallic music. Thank you.
it's all percussion.
All wind.
The music stops for a moment since there's no discussion going on, and then it changes, being much less of the sort of jazz with saxophones and trumpets and that sort of thing. It shifts to mandolin music. Ooh. It's still very soothing. It's like the music you hear at a spa, but it is very much a string percussion and it. Procession, and it builds a little bit. It does feel, choosing my words very carefully here, but yeah, it's music you would hear on a mandolin.
Oriental.
Yeah, it's got a theme of the East to it, and it is very pleasant. That's probably the closest thing I can relate to, being not so musically inclined. But you get the sense of that sort of thing, I hope. But it is very, very peaceful, and you actually recognise the song to a certain degree. It's one of the songs that is spoken of in most villages in Fallacy, that talks about the rise of the bureaucrats. It doesn't seem like the sort of thing that would be particularly exciting, but the melody behind it is more talking about the legend of the person who established the bureaucracy that is part of Fallacy, and they built it all up. There are rumours that the person glided along the winds, and wherever they went, they were able to leave behind a particular way of doing things that was accepted, because the amount of the heroics that this person delivered were of a situation that everyone came to believe that whatever he was doing it the right way.
The legend of the heroic bureaucrat.
Yeah,
His character.
you are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna make it our next character. It's gonna be lawful evil.
But because he follows, but he basically has to sign waivers before he helps any civilians.
Yeah, it's like everyone needs to sign a waiver. As soon as someone goes to swing a sword, like, whoa, is that sword up to section 3.5 of the sub article 62?
I don't think you've done a risk assessment for this.
That should be a school of wizardry, bureaucracy, and all of it is about like putting laws in place and regulations to kind of like edit like the physical possibilities of the situation. Wouldn't that be great?
That's Boris League, isn't it?
That's what?
Yeah.
No, Boris is punching things.
That's true.
What's it?
Yeah, Azeroth. No,
That's obvious.
Yeah, that. But yes, so change is comfortable, but you do have eventually find your way to rooms for the night, unless there's anything else you wish to discuss with Gundamir or each other.
I just
We'll give Gundamir time off because we know we're going to be staying here a while. Let him go and do whatever he wants to do.
just wanted to check one question before we go to sleep. He said the place that the teleport is in the center of somewhere. Question that it's a city, and if there's shopping that can be done in said place.
It is a city. It is the majority. It is the sort of the main area of shopping within the Elemental Plane Air, I guess. It's it's basically a town within the
I just thought, I thought it might be useful because we're probably not going to come here a whole bunch. We might be able to find some unique items to buy here. Just worth a look at least.
Yeah, there is a bazaar that is available.
Yeah. So yeah, just curious about it. Cool. Good.
But as you sort of go up and get yourselves ready for bed, you look out of the window at various points, and you do see these massive, multicolored birds just dancing their way through, rising on air currents, these giant rocks that are enjoying themselves and living their best life in this particular area. And as you go to rest, we'll end our session there with a long rest and a level up.
How long have we been here? It's very important.
On the plane of air?
Yeah.
By the time you go to sleep, you probably would have been. I mean, you would have another maybe. Actually, 5 points. I'll say in total on your book, you would have taken from today another 6 to 8 hours.
I'm on 28 hours.
In how many more days?
I think it's 3 left.
Well, it's not too bad. It's gonna be tight, but you can do it. You might just have to power through one night.
Well, I was thinking I might do it tonight. How many hours do I have to read? I have to read 48 hours, and I've done 35. So
13 hours.
13 hours in 3 days. That's doable.
Yeah, more than doable. Can't see what it says though.
I rolled a 1 for my
You re-roll. Re-roll ones.
Okay.
Ones suck. And 2 tough.
Oh, thank you. That's a 4. So that's more average.
Who else is rolling dice?
I will be.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, Ross.
But I am now in club triple digits.
How much? Dom?
I am now in club triple digits.
Woohoo!
I rolled an 8.
Nice. Jared, are you rolling or are you taking the average?
I just let D&D Beyond do it for me. Just
You take the average. Okay.
Where is it? There it is.
Well, whilst we all do our various things, thank you very much for joining us. Check out Game Tea because apparently the Kickstarter is going live as of Sunday evening, Sunday the 17th. I did remember what the time is, but go and check it out for their Coins of Fate Kickstarter. But thank you very much for joining us. We hope you're staying safe, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.